do it. The average white man. If you guys don't know, that's where this clip comes from. You guys can barely hear me too because my mic is way up here, baby. Oh, I'm back. Yeah, I'm doing something. Hold on, guys. I'm setting up my Twitter Spaces, and we're gonna have some fun. Let's do it.
Welcome to Marantz Rantz, no advice on finance. Spin the wheel and take a chance. Get an NFT and a little education. The system got undertow, that knowledge is flotation. You wanna learn? Well, you came to right place. You're pumping AMC, might get slapped in the face. Get your due diligence, know who the villain is. Don't be a sheep when the shepherd's carnivorous. So come learn, laugh, and maybe you win big. And listen up, y'all, the wheel is not rigged. Everybody get a chance in the live chat. Kyoto spin wheel, you win just like that. Retail fight back, and this retail winning. Y'all just wait, man, this is just the beginning. All fellow simians, GME group singing the truth. We just chillin', infinity pool swimming. So welcome to Marantz Rantz. A lot of knowledge but no advice on finance. Don't even need pants, you can tune in naked like Henny the Mayo Man. Internet's most hated. Don't wanna lose your money, then it's time for you to listen. If you're ignorant, invest in AMC, a superstition. The stream about ready, they told us to don't dance. I do what I want. Welcome to Marantz Rantz. 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 Welcome to Marantz Rantz.
All right, guys. Well, welcome to Marantz Rantz. Plenty of good information, a little bit of motivation, a whole lot of truth, no financial advice. I'm still sending out the invites. I'm still going over everything. Chill with me for a minute. Setting up for this Spaces call. I was on the phone with work. That was real. And you guys are more than welcome to stick around. I'm going to be live on Twitter. I'm going to be live on YouTube. And who knows? Might be live on TikTok. Who knows? If I get a third phone. But I'm going to be here. Requested to speak. Approve. Rocco, how you doing, man? Don't forget, you can speak. You can say whatever you want. I don't care. It's not about me, per se. It's about AMC. So if you unmute yourself, you're live on the stream right now. I'm going to set it up a different way in a minute. I'm just moving things around. You there, Rocco? Maybe, hold on. Yeah. You can unmute yourself, brother. I'm here. Just give me a second. I'm setting up my stuff.
How you doing, Marantz? Good to see you. Nice to follow you for the last year and a half, brother.
Thank you. It's been a good year and a half so far. I mean, damn, it's a grind.
Morning and all this new energy about GameStop and even BBB1 for that matter.
Yeah, appreciate that. Yeah, well, we're gonna have fun today. No, we're gonna have fun today. So I'm here for you. I'm showing the chart right now. I'm showing GameStop and AMC, the difference between the two, and how everyone says they move the same, which they technically do move the same, but they also technically don't. So if you look at the chart, you'll see they're separating. But how do you feel? Are you still invested in AMC? Did you buy anything?
I don't have AMC. I dumped that when the initial spike happened. I was in around 8. I got a lot of my friends into it also, and they basically bailed at double their money. I sold on the way up, all the way up to like $68, I believe, and that was it. After that, when it plummeted, I was like, okay, no, this is just it's like the fundamentals weren't there, and you're heavy on the fundamentals. You know, that kind of really convinced me to stick with GME and invest a lot more into it. So, and so far, there hasn't been any counter DD whatsoever. For the past year and a half that we've been into it, so that says a lot, you know? And the people say a lot, the community says a lot, and I think it's basically we're all the same type of people that are into this right now.
Yeah, when you say same type of people, we're just talking about educated people. You're doing really good there. I had some uneducated people come through yesterday, and they were on the Spaces call with Matthew Kors and Trades and TMI. And of course, Boss Blunts. And after listening to the videos that the people send me, you got to remember, I'm blocked by most of these guys. And I'm telling you, I'm blocked. They won't. So I'll never know when they're holding a Spaces call. The community rallies behind it, and they tell me, they'll be like, "Hey, Marantz, these guys are live. You got to come hear this." And I couldn't hear it, so I had to sign in. I don't have a ghost account. I'm not Kevin Durant, but I logged in with no account. So I went to Twitter on the Internet Explorer page, and sure enough, I could hear these guys talking gibberish, and it was that bad because they really don't understand their investment, or they haven't studied enough. And people ask me all the time, why do I care? I care because of people like Rocco, right? Like you have Rocco here who has no idea, or I don't want to say no idea, but the fundamentals of companies have to be explained. And when people just use generic, like blanket statements, it kills me. I'll give you the example, Rocco, and stay with me on this. And John Bennett, thank you for showing up. You've been MIA for 3 months. I'm happy you're here, but we're going to talk in a minute, John. Just give me a second. The part that kills me is this. When he said yesterday, the Superman guy, or Batman, that's the name, Batman Stonks, he didn't know how to talk. And he comes out and he says, well, you know, during recessions, people go to the movies. It's well known. And I'm just like saying to myself, yeah, they do go to the movies. He's absolutely right. Probably people do things to escape from reality. But what you can't escape from is the fact that AMC is not debt free. AMC is buried in debt. So during this time frame, it's not going to make them any money. It's going to make Cinemark some money. Sure, Cinemark's run the right way, but the company's still run wrong. It wouldn't matter how many people go. And I've said this to you guys, 2 to 3% margin that's not how you can run a business. It's certainly not $1 billion business. And they're not a penny business. These guys are spending money and thinking that if they spend money and they go on the offense, it's gonna create some type of traction. And it's not. It's done everything but that. So, but I'm going to get back to the crew right here. I know I have requests for people to speak. I apologize. As you guys come in, I'll keep pulling you up. But John, I accepted John, and then he went away. Well, there you go. So anyway, back to you, Rocco. Yes, Bed Bath & Beyond is not something that I'm buying right now at the price. And I know that it was peaking today. I have a watch list here. And I see people are here, so I appreciate you guys that are on YouTube. I know that the Twitter crowd has me suppressed. YouTube has me more suppressed. Bed Bath & Beyond, I saw it today. Yeah, 372. It's a good run for Bed Bath & Beyond. I don't think it's real. I don't think it's going anywhere. It's just me personally. I looked at some of the financials here and the fundamentals. It looks like they're setting themselves up to be bought out and or just file for bankruptcy and call it a day, like scratch. But for what it's worth, we kind of called the bottom at $3. When we were looking at it and saying this is crazy, I just couldn't find the heart to buy it because it wasn't for me. I'm a GameStop guy right now. I've always been a GameStop guy for about 2 years now, so it's not going to change. But I know you're in it, so I wish you the best of luck. I've never spoken bad about a company other than the fact the way AMC's run.
Yeah, sorry, bro.
No, you're good.
I have like 3% that is in BBBY.
Oh, okay. Well.
That's mainly just to ride the possible increase, and then you'll add it to GME anyway. So I mean,
sure. So
no, I'm totally GME, man. That's
that's cool. That's awesome.
Could run. It could be a good. The company still makes billions of dollars of revenue, and they, if RC's board is still active and they're still planning things, it's worth a risk just to pile a little bit into it. But 97% of my investment is GME and will be always GME. So, as you say, man, can't stop, man. Yeah, I won't ever stop, right? I mean, we do our best. I have Froggy Styles here in the chat. Froggy's going to be a guest on the show today. You guys know Froggy Styles. I've had plenty of conversation with Jeremy here. And we agree to disagree on a lot of things, but the things we do agree on, and I'm encouraged by him showing up, is the fact that there is a separate group, and we've said this, and I choose not to attack them personally. Okay, I will attack you every damn day. Hold on, guys, give me 1 second. I got to open up this NyQuil bottle. I'm stuck on the lean, guys. I'm stuck on it. Hold on. It just soothes my throat. Feels really good. And I don't care who attacks me on that one. But Froggy, I know you're around, and I'm just going to say this to you. I don't attack, I don't want to attack Tony De Niro, for who he is as a man outside of YouTube or anything like that. That's not where I'm going with it. I've always attacked people based off the merit of what they say. And in this case, last night, I know you were in the Spaces call, and what was very apparent, and this is why I don't trust, it's not that I don't trust people. I understand the game, game recognized game. I understand that grifters, they drift towards, what's out there. And what's out there? Ape is under $1. It's news. Let's go put a Spaces call out there. And so Matt did that last night, and everyone showed up. And the unfortunate part is Matt sat there, which kudos to Matt. He basically told everybody Ape is shit.
And Boss Blunts tried to paint Ape as in to say it's something that it's not. Well, it's really an AMC share and it's going to transfer over and they can force it. And just speaking on the rhetoric that Adam Aaron is working in the best interest of shareholders, which he is not. This is why he's been sued 7 times now. And it's not that way. And Matt was breaking it out plain as can be and just calling Boss Blunts out on his bullshit. And which is great because Marcel knows absolutely nothing. Marcel's out here just speaking. Like, he'll say some trigger words, he'll get you guys riled up, and what I've already told you, how, what, where, when, how, and why. I mean, it's just not even possible. You can't tell me Ape is worth anything. No, but it's going to convert to what? 1.5 billion shares? So for you AMC investors, and A1, they have this AMC 1 contracts. They were talking, it's not about derivatives. It's not about contracts. Matt is correct on this. AMC, Bigham's, and Boss Blunts, and Patheon, and Casey Shaw, they're all wrong. It's just an options play for the previous contracts. And the previous contracts have you at about 3 cents. Okay, 3 cents a contract right now if you want to buy $145 calls for January 2024. So if I go out and I put out $3, I'm going to have 100 contracts. And 100 contracts is going to add up to about 10,000 shares. So for $3, I can represent 10,000 shares. Well, guess what, guys? It's not going to $145. Not from now until then. So I don't care how many contracts. Oh, I have enough for 200,000 shares, 1 million shares. You're all stupid. Okay, people buy these things all the time. And is it to hedge their previous position? Sure. But you can't hedge. The word hedge, by the way, is the opposite of what you're doing. So, yes, you can't hedge your long position with more contracts, call contracts. It's absolutely retarded what I was hearing yesterday. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, go to Boss Blunts' channel. Please, I'm going to tell you, go give him a view because it'll probably be the last view you ever give him. That's how ignorant he sounded. He was so very matter of fact. It's going to go up. It's going to do this. Let me tell you something. AMC shares can't go above $11. I'm sorry to break it to you. They can't go above $11. And you're like, what are you talking about, Marantz? You'll see what I'm talking about. It's called diminishing returns. Yes, they don't have the liquid in it. Go look at the volume and go look at it. It shot up today and people are, this is MOAS. This is no ass. This is no ass, and that's where you're headed. Now, I have a request here from my man, Joey. Let me get Joey up here. Joey's a contributor to the GameStop community. Let's see if I do this right. And man, I'm learning how to do these spaces calls. I don't really good on them.
Yo, man, what's up? I don't get involved with the whole ape, but
I know you don't.
But some of these people need help because the things they're repeating is how they're being brainwashed. You know what I mean? Like the old days when people would just regurgitate what other people say and not even do their DD.
Yeah.
Like that kid just posted that ape is up 25%. I said, what are you talking about, dude? It's up 3 cents, 3%. And then he says, no, but it's the same stock. I said, you know what? I'm done. I don't help people call inside the lines. If you want my friend Marantz is around, I just ask him to come in here. Maybe he'll come in and talk. I don't know. But they need help. And then he starts attacking me saying, you're a GME elitist. And he posts this thing saying, you're the liquidity exit for right quarters. You should see I'll send you the link. It's hilarious. He posted a meme. I said, listen, man, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't even know how to read. But you need help, dude. They
all need help, Joey.
It's sad.
Joey, it's even worse. Some guy made a video. I'm looking for it right now because I'm going to play it right now on the channel. A guy made a video about me. Here we go. I found it. And we're going to watch it together.
Oh, wait, I saw this. The one with that he's filming his phone or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, stupid guy.
He has 14 views. You were one of them. 16 views.
Yeah, I saw it.
So he's trying to tell me that market cap and debt don't matter. Because when the stock was sky high pumping, it was at 35 billion. So we weren't talking about the debt versus versus market cap ratio. And I tell you this, there's 2 investments in this world that I look at. Well, I can say Bed Bath & Beyond, but that would be 3. But 2 that have a larger debt than market cap. And that's HYMC and AMC. And there's more out there. Yeah. But the issue is because Mudrick Capital is invested in distressed credit lending companies, and because they're labeled that way, They literally are pouncing on them from the inside out. So they get in, they infiltrate, and that's exactly what they're doing. So Batman, holy shit, Batman has no idea.
When Ape, so I don't. I works, but it's on the stock market, right? So
yes,
Ape drops under $1 should be delisted, right?
Well, it takes 90 days. It takes 90 days.
On S1 if they keep it above $1 for 10 days, right?
Yeah, it'll go back and forth.
Well, good luck, man. You know, poor kid, man. Like, buy more. You know, I'm gonna tell them average down, maybe, not financial advice. I don't tell them, dude. Like,
well, it's crazy, Joey, because you're considered a GME elitist if you don't agree with AMC's business model, which.
I'm a GME elitist, you know that. But I told him, I said, why are you bringing this up? We're not even talking about GME. We're talking about, and then I realized he said that it's up 25%. Oh, wait, you're talking about AMC? I'm sorry, my post is about Ape, dude. You should learn how to read. You're calling me stupid? He's like, poor kid, man.
It's rough. It's a rough day out here.
I did fix my post. I did say Ape was going to the Dollar Tree, and I feel bad because the Dollar Tree says $1.25 in the items now. So Ape has been delisted from the Dollar Tree. I apologize to any Dollar Tree employees. I didn't mean to insult their products or inventory.
There you go.
But yes, I'm a valiant person. I step up to my mistake and I apologize.
Dollar Tree has items up to $4.99. I've seen it. So
look at that.
There we go.
So sorry, man.
We're getting there. But anything listed under $5 a share is considered a penny stock. I just want to put that out there. So these are all still penny stocks, and AMC's on its way. All right. So I want to point out somebody right now on YouTube, not on Twitter. I know I'm on Twitter on my phone, but on YouTube right now, we have an individual named Papa Bav. Is that right? Papa Bav asked a question. And Papa, I just want to say welcome to the channel. Thank you so much. Welcome back to Marantz Rantz. Plenty of good information, a little bit of motivation, a whole lot of truth, no financial advice. First thing I'm going to tell you, Papa Bav, you asked the question, how long have you been saying this? That's a great question. I have been talking about AMC being a pump and dump since, God.
Last year?
Well, April of last year was when, May is when I started making videos. But I started using Reddit, and I was using my Reddit account well before then when I started calling it a pump and dump. I've known that it's a pump and dump.
$77 bit, right? When was that, man?
Well, the Battle of 801, whatever. I said it's all bullshit. And people got to know this. So everyone out there who thinks it's retail owned, 90%, whatever it may be, 4 million investors, all of that is not true. They just say shit to say shit. And I would ask you, when people are going to start holding Adam Aaron to the fire on this, he had an earnings call where he listed 10 things that they were going to do moving forward. And those 10 things were they were going to go on offense. They were going to require insiders to hold a certain amount of shares.
Even himself?
Yes, even himself. And unfortunately, none of these bylaws even matter because they already existed beforehand. What people forget is that this stock existed in 2018, in 2013. So I've gone back and I've listened to every earnings call that I can find. And what you hear is the same pitch, the same, hey, yeah, we're okay. We made it past this pandemic. We don't need to sell any more shares. We can remain now. I even have him quoted saying we're good all the way till 2023. Yet he went ahead from that earnings call. He then diluted the stock, 400 million more shares, put more.
Isn't their loan due in 2023?
Well, no, they pushed it back. So.
Oh, that's what he meant by they were good till 2023.
Yeah, and they restructured their debt. So here's the crazy part, and I want people to know the difference here. There is nowhere out here that you would want AMC shares to turn into Ape, or vice versa, Ape shares to turn into AMC shares. No one wants that. And I'll tell you why, because the float of Ape is $1 billion. Okay. So when it's under $1, you're still sitting on about $1 billion worth of market cap. But the minute it gets turned into AMC shares, you don't adopt the AMC share price. It dilutes both. So you're going right back into what you currently hold at $7 or at $8.50. And now you're going to divide that by 3 because that's your float. Your float is 1.5 billion, not just 1 billion. And it's going to get worse.
That's a lot.
Yeah, 1.5 billion divided by the $8 that you have. The market cap doesn't change. It just gets diluted and it gets divided. So when people say, well, they're going to vote to move these Ape shares into AMC shares, who would ever vote? Yes. if you are an AMC investor, you're not voting yes. You don't want your shares to be cut into a third. They already got cut in half. Now you're going to cut them into a third.
All along, though, like to cause more liquidity, right? For like.
No, so here's how it works out, and I'm going to tell you something, Joey. If I had $10, and somebody gets to walk up to me and go, you know what, man, give me $5. You're just going to give me $5. And you're like, okay, well, here you go. Here's $5 just for being my friend. And then you go spend that $5, and then you come back to him and go, you know what? I need $4 more. What the hell is that? That is what's happening with Ape. Because it's not worth anything. It has no inherent value whatsoever. It's there to pay off their debt, but who's going to pay off their debt? Are you? Are you going to buy these T-shirts for $100 a piece? Because I don't want just a shirt with words. Man, you're going to need socks. You're going to need socks because you can't afford shoes, not after you invested in this company. So you're going to be walking around in socks more than you are shoes. I guarantee it. No more Jordans, no more Pro Wings, and certain no XJ900s. And if you don't know what XJ900s are, you never shopped at Kmart in the 90s.
That's right.
Anyway, I wish you guys the best of luck. It's hard for me to understand why anyone would be. Look at this. People are like piling up saying they're buying Ape at $1. This is what
I think a lot of it is ego and time invested, and they're embarrassed to say, look, like own up. It's like a machista ego thing, dude.
Yeah.
Fucked up.
No, you hit it dead on the money. Let me tell you about ego. The millions and millions of homeless people on this planet or in America are homeless because of their ego. Because they couldn't admit they were wrong at one time in life in one argument. And what they do, they stuck to their guns, they walked out the house, and they never came back. That's what happens. And it's going to happen the same thing for all these investors in AMC. They don't have the ego to say, you know what, I was wrong. And the ego reverse-wise. They have the ego the opposite. And they don't have it to say I was wrong. I'm going to take this loss. I'm just going to tuck it in and get better the next time. Educate yourself. Like, everyone's so educated right now on the stock market and the way it's run. Fundamentally, the plumbing of the markets. So they say, so they think, because they're listening to people that are telling them, well, they could do a share recall. They could do a reverse stock split. They could do all this shit they say they can do.
Listen to people with a lot of followers, and that's the sad thing. They're not even doing a due diligence on who that person is.
Remember, I feel they're
were they an OnlyFans before they got into things like that, dude? Look into that shit.
No, it's Chinese bots. Like, I've said this part. Like, you guys don't think that you're being manipulated? Go look at Apple right now. They're getting torn to shit in China. And
sad, man.
And the reason why is because the administration, via both, I don't care if it's in Beijing or DC, that's who runs corporate America. These corporate juggernauts, these damn monopolies, their money and their billions of dollars. I tell you right now, Tim Cook has more influence on the world than Biden does. You CEOs run the largest companies in the world. They have the most control of it, and if they want to keep running,
move mountains faster than Biden can.
That's my point.
They don't have to go by bylaws. They can fucking buy shit and they'll make circles turn be faster than any fucking
every day.
That is absolutely true.
And why do you think they want to mute Twitter? Why do you think they tell Elon Musk you can't tweet out something? I'm gonna tell you why. Because when you have a loose fucking cannon, like myself included, they'll mute you. They'll find a way to suppress your channel. Look at me on YouTube. I mean, I got 75 people in here, and those are 75 smart people that had to go look at their phone to see when I'm live. That type shit.
You get those alerts that say when you're going to say, "This is you. Are you sure you want to send this text message?" Like, yeah, I'm fucking sure.
I get it all the time.
What is that?
I get it all the time. They're trying to tell me I can't call somebody a douchebag.
Free speech. I want to call a douchebag. Yes, I want to say this. Done.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. So, part to piggyback on this though, so that people understand what's happening with this market and with this investment. You have Mudrick Capital still here. They're still taking pictures with Adam Aaron. They're still involved with HYMC. Mudrick Capital.
People don't know who Mudrick is. People don't know the history of what they did last year to Mudrick.
It's not just last year. Jason Mudrick has an interview with the scummiest guy. I made a whole video about this. There's like this scumbag New Jersey, New York punk. And that guy was the acting board of directors for HYMC. And he got out in December of 2021. Hey, he looks like Joe. Like, he looks like one of your cousins, Joey. Hey, he looks like one of your cousins, bro. Like, he was like stealing cars and he was throwing out bottles of Bombay Sapphire and just all this shit. Let me tell you, man.
Bottles, bro.
Yeah, exactly. And then the problem with these guys are they took all the money out of HYMC.
Fast money. Yep.
And they needed a sucker again. And he openly admits, Jason Mudrick does, he openly admits to infiltrating boards, gutting the companies from inside out, and I have the videos, I have the interviews, and I post them. And they're doing it. They're doing it that way. They did it to Sony, and they almost got Sony bankrupt. They did it to Sears. Yeah, all of them. Radio Shack, everything. They got infiltrated, and they sold out. Like, it's crazy what Sears did. They got in there, and they actually had real estate, and they got somebody in the board of directors to go in there and sell off all their real estate holdings.
Because they owned most of the malls that they were. Yeah, remember?
It was crazy, dude.
So much money, dude.
Crazy.
So much money.
So it's happening again right now with AMC. They're gutted. They're in there, and they're making these decisions for them. But what the scariest part?
We're safe. We're fine. We're safe.
No.
They should be liable for this shit. All these fucking pumpers that are on
Dude,
Twitter.
Tell me. Tell me how these guys are allowed to do this shit.
You're fucking serious, Matt? You're a fucking clown.
Yeah.
Even Sal. So Sal, I've known Sal. You know Sal, meme lord. I've known
Oh God, this guy.
Before, listen, but I've known him since before AMC and TV was a thing. Like he's like, and I still talk to him. We fuck around. We spit at each other. But he's like a friend, man. I'm good. He can. We don't. Insult
good. Next time you see him, tell him he can suck my ass. Yeah. There you go. I said it.
I told him that I need to go debate. I told him you need to go debate Marantz about it. But he goes, I will, but not now. I'm too tired. He went at it with fucking Matt Kors, calling him a fucking crook, a thief, and a fucking liar, dude. Yeah,
they could never call me that though, right? No, they could never call me that.
No, but look, it's sad when here you're an AMC elitist destroying a fucking AMC YouTuber elitist, telling me you're a fucking liar. Yo, do your homework, man. I remember when Matt was kind of cool, and now he's sold out, man.
Well, you know what? I don't mind the sellout, like, because the sellout, at least you know where they're coming from. Right. You know that he got sold out, and he does. He openly puts up his promoting pieces, like with whoever's paying him for the day.
Moon Gang merchandise,
Moo app, download that shit. Yeah, but you know what? These guys got to know what's going on. But here's the crazy part. I have Froggy in here right now. Froggy, Jeremy, how you doing, man? I'm happy you're here. Yeah, you can speak up, bro. I'm giving you the floor. How do you feel about the fact that all of these so-called YouTubers and supporters of AMC and Ape are now coming out of the woodwork telling you that they're buying it at the bottom again? I don't know how they have more money, if you ask me. But how are you feeling?
I don't trust any of them, to be honest.
There you go. Yeah. No, I know where you're coming from, Froggy. I don't like calling you Froggy. I'd rather call you Jeremy, bro, because if I call you Froggy, I start thinking about that other idiot, and I'm ready to smack him around. And you're probably the only real guy that I've met so far. I'm gonna tell you guys right now, this gentleman in front of us that's on the mic has tried very convincingly to get me to calm down. Because I'm a loose cannon at times.
What do you try to use on him? Like,
no, he's
like a Black Widow. The sun's going down, boy. You know, when the Hulk's getting pissed and shit. What did you tell him? You try that on him? That might work, man.
Nothing's gonna work. I'm
going down, big boy.
I'm pissed off about last night. I was listening to it.
Last night.
Well, there was a Spaces call last night, and basically, just to give you guys a recap of how it all went down, Boss Blunts was saying stupid shit that's not even possible. He was lying. And even when he was called wrong and called out on it by Matthew Kors, Matt Kors says, no, that's not true. You can't. And now, mind you, we already know what can and can't be done with Ape and AMC. And he called him out, and he proved him wrong. He then says, well, let's just say you're right. Let's move on. And then it was like, let's move on. What are you talking about? Let's move on.
Hold on. Now we're at the top. Go.
Yeah, no. But then he kept saying, well, it's going to absolutely go up. And then he goes, so you're saying a certainty. So Matt tried to like pin him down on it, and he refused to admit to it. Like, I'll tell you a certainty. A certainty is AMC is going to file for bankruptcy. There's a certainty. Like, there's nothing the world can do. Yep, they're going to be done. They're done. 2026.
But the gold mine, man.
Yeah, but what are you going to do? You're going to keep pushing the bar even further? Like, at some point, your bondholders are going to want to get paid. And they're going to want to get paid in about 3 years from now after they're tired of shorting the stock when everybody's left. Because people are going to leave. These guys who've been holding on for a year and a half, are you kidding? Trades only had a YouTube channel for not even 2 years. He couldn't handle it.
He was always Mavis. He always loved Mavis. Yeah, I remember in the old days.
Oh, yeah.
Remember him?
That was his first videos. Babies.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he got into AMC. but he's always been kind of straightforward and kind of honest about where he's at in his position, David.
Well, I don't know about that stuff. I mean, shit, the dildos on the counter got me scared. I said it. You know, I don't trust these guys for a reason. Oh, my guy's here though. Hold on.
Trust you, Marantz.
Oh, thanks.
I'll trust you, my kids, man.
There you go. Here we go. Yeah, you want me to babysit? All right, listen up, guys. I'm going to clear the floor right now because I have John Bennett. He's trying to come up. I don't know what's going on. I accept him. He comes through. John Bennett. Oh, here we go. Hold on, John. Before you speak, I want to give you an introduction, a proper introduction. Guys, this is John Bennett. He is a great guy. He has been watching my channel for almost 2 years now. He has been there from the beginning. When I called AMC a pump and dump, he called me a shill. He said I'm getting paid by the hedgies, which he knows I'm not. And when Ape got announced 4 months ago, and I told everyone and their mother not to touch it, get the hell away from it, sell before, sell when BlackRock sells, sell when executives sell, get the hell out of there. He said it was going to $1,000 a share. So he's back. He's about $999 off of his estimate, and I'm here for him. What's going on, Johnny B? What's up, babe?
Yeah, I'm not doing so bad. Thanks for the introduction. Just before we start, Rantz, Froggy Styles, you little bitch, why'd you block me? John, we're supposed to be staying eye on the prize here. People block you for a reason. You're a stickler. You're a ball buster. But I'm here for you, man. Hey, John, what I want to know is you're going to get some followers out of this, John. But hey, Mr. Bennett, I want to know what's going on with the World Cup, brother. I mean, that's more interesting than Ape. Are you going for Wales or are you going for England? I said they went easy on the USA, as you're fully aware.
Yeah, it was a 0-0 tie. You've never scored a goal against America, or you never beat America, I should say.
Yeah.
See, I love the World Cup. I do. You know why I like the World Cup? I'm going to tell you some background on me, John Bennett. I worked the World Cup in 2002. I was in Korea. It was the host country, and that was right after 9/11. It got my mind off the wars. It got my mind off of the dangerous times.
It was a good distraction.
It was a great distraction.
Everybody. I was never into soccer.
Yeah,
then,
now you have a great distraction for you as an AMC investor, Ape investor. I want to know: are you still buying AMC and Ape?
Damn right I am. And it's still not doing too bad today, is it? The AMC.
It's up 3 cents, bro.
5%.
Are you listening? Oh, John Bennett, are you invested for the day? Are you now a day trader? Or are you?
No, I'm a
long-term holder. So how much are you down, John?
Well, to be honest, I got in pretty early last year when it all started a couple of years ago. So.
Hold on, I have a question because the guy on Twitter told us to me that Ape is up 25%. No, Ape is up 3%. Am I wrong?
I'm trying to figure it out because I love John. I just want John. Tell me, go off on me, John. Tell me what's up. What's coming my way? What am I getting ready for? Rockets?
Let's go.
Come on, John. You've made every single AMC safe space call.
It's only because GME is doing nothing.
Oh, are we talking about GameStop? Why do you go to GameStop? Why do we go back to GameStop?
Yeah,
What the hell?
GameStop here. We could, but why? Boring.
Is it because I have the bags on the wall? Is that what? Does that confuse you there, John? Are you watching me on YouTube? I mean, I'm live on YouTube right now.
John, were you this excited about the gold mine as you were about Ape?
It's not the end of the day yet, is it?
No. You're right. He does. No. He does still have time. No. Listen, John. If he does still have time, Adam Aaron, because you and I had this conversation. Things are coming back to me now. You told me popcorn by the end of this year, 15 popcorn stands by 2023. We're going to be up and popping, and they're going to make $5 billion off of these Girl Scout cookie tables. Tell me, how's that working out for him?
Well, we've had no news on the popcorn, but I think it's going to go nationwide.
Nationwide.
Supermarkets. It's a big markup on profit when they're selling it. It's going to be massive.
Have they located retail locations to do that? Have they locked you
down? Going to be doing it. It's going retail. It's going national. It's going to be massive.
Oh, you mean like at the grocery store, not like a stand?
At the grocery store, yeah.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
You have to go to the store and buy it.
So you can take the popcorn and eat it at home.
It's popcorn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, corn is the most abundant. Corn is the most abundant thing. Listen, you know how much corn we use? Well, corn is the most abundant. It's like salt. The wars were fought over salt. Popcorn. Corn is the most abundant bread in the States. We make fucking not the sofa you're sitting on.
Hey guys, hold on, guys. Okay. Froggy has his hand up. I'm gonna let Froggy talk. Froggy, how you doing, babe? Hopefully you got a better take than just popcorn and t-shirts. But go for it. I'm listening. Froggy, do you have your hand up just to give me a high five? Because if that's working, I'm down. That's an air high five.
John's comment.
Yeah. No, let me explain something about retail space here, John. You have to pay for the space on the shelf. That's one.
Got a contract have to come out.
Yeah, there's got to be distribution. There's got to be freight involved, as in how are you packaging the product?
The warehouse.
Yeah, I need to know who you've hired, or did you third party it out? Are you paying for it? Where's the taste? If I'm going to ask for a benchmark on taste, is it comparable to, Olin Redenbacher?
Even if when there's a mutual intent, there's words used, and like MMAT recently just did it with Mitsubishi and DuPont, that they're going to be nothing to sign, but it's already intended. It's going to be done. There's words in the news when shit happens. I've never heard of any AMC to sign a new warehouse deal for their packaging for popcorn. People open their fucking eyes. It's not like he's going to say, hey, we're opening popcorn. No, send them out. No, there's distribution. Everything needs to be set up. It's a whole.
Hey, hold on, guys. Hold on.
Hey,
if you want to start criticising CEOs of companies, let's get going on about Mr. Cullen.
He's not the CEO. He's not the CEO. What the hell are we talking about? Yo, hold on. I got to say something because I have to address something in the YouTube. No, I know. On YouTube, guys, I have a guy named Rich Ryland. Rich Ryland, do you want to know if I know the truth about AMC rather than have an opinion? I do know the truth. I know that the box office numbers are not hitting nearly as high as people would need them to. I know that foot traffic on movie theaters is down 80% over the last decade. And I also know that the stock AMC is overpriced. What they call goodwill value of the company. This is what the internal audits based off of the company, what they do for themselves.
He's talking about.
They put it at $3.5 billion. So the insiders feel that their company's worth about $4.25.
Perfect.
That is the truth. So this is why insiders don't buy at $7, at $8, even though they sold for 8 times as much. Some even sold at $60 a share, but they won't buy it. Yeah, this is done.
Listen, right, let me say something.
Oh, John, you can say whatever you'd like, sir. The floor is always open to you.
We're criticising a company who's got other revenues. So it's got a mines, it's got popcorn, there's a big
look at the debt, my friend.
Films are coming out this week, I believe. Avatar.
So they didn't make the movie.
A company that sells second-hand computer games. We're not even got
That's
an
right.
online shop to buy games on, and you think that's
right. But look at their debt.
You're criticising
look at
us.
their worth.
Hold on, Joey. I'm gonna break this down a different way for you guys.
He must be new here, man.
No, John's been here forever, dude. And he doesn't listen.
Truly value. And
no.
When you look at a company, you look at the stock, you look at everything.
People, mate, rather than an opinion, you don't like what people are saying the truth. You can't just turn them off. That's what.
Let's talk about another stock that has to do with. Hey, look, John. Let's talk about another stock that has to do with AMC or GME. Okay. Let's talk about a little stock called like MMAT. I looked at this stock, dude. They have like 80, they have gallons of oil as their assets. They have assets, and they're getting short at the hell and back. These people just discovered a way to make the batteries use like 40%, like 80% lighter, 80% less copper, and they're being short at the hell and back. And guess what? They were a penny. They're still a penny stock, but they were under $1. They just filed their S1 and got back in because they got a huge deal with Mitsubishi and DuPont. And when you look at a company like that and what they're worth and where they're going and what they can do for this future, like Tesla cars can now use their batteries. And they have multiple fucking and warehouses. And you just like
Joey,
that's how you do DD on a place.
Joey, you're absolutely right. You're right in a way. Oh, but let me help out everybody here.
He's gonna learn.
Okay, and this is how, John. This is why I'm so fixed on this, and I want people to understand. YouTube, I know I see you guys typing, I see you guys out there, but even in the Spaces call, I want you guys to hear something. AMC is not a new company. You know, whenever they file an S1, a new company does. That's when they surprise Wall Street. It's like, hey, this is us walking the walk and talking the talk. Right, so you might come out with new numbers, it comes out, and then you get new investors from that standpoint. That is not what AMC is. That is not what HYMC are. These are companies that were on the verge of bankruptcy. These are companies... Yes, they still are. But at the time that you have distressed credit investors like Mudrick come in, they are pouncing on the fact that everyone is shorting. And when you guys are upset that people are shorting this company, they're supposed to. There's a method to shorting. Yes, if your company's not viable, you're out. And that's just what it is. If the industry has changed, there's three things to do it on. There's industry, there's the economic downturn, and of course, something like a pandemic and or an event. So those are the three reasons why companies can go out. And this is where shorts come in and they come into play. I don't have a problem with that. I'm okay with it. I just know to stay away from it. But you guys ever want to talk about starting from the ground up? You couldn't talk about GameStop this way, and here's why. Here's why you keep saying, well, GameStop. I don't even know why the hell you brought up GameStop in the first place, John. But yes, you want to talk about not being able to handle an e-commerce platform. Let me tell you what it did. And during the pandemic, okay, and this is the transition of an industry outage. See, you don't know the difference. No, but watch this. Industry outage was Fortnite. Fortnite came out and people were getting free games online. They weren't shopping at the store anymore. Go look at the drop off on GameStop. It's real. It really did happen. But in the same turn from last year to this year, GameStop, or from 2 years to now, GameStop's up $1 billion in collectible sales. They found a different pathway to profitability. In addition to that, they paid off $940 million in debt, senior notes, $940 million. Could you imagine paying off $940 million? Building something brand new like a marketplace and hiring the two infrastructures, the two actual, you help me out here, fulfillment centers, and then hiring 850 new people. And all the overhead charges, the one-time large expenses the whole way through. Can you imagine pumping up your inventory almost $1 billion year over year? And what do you have to show for it? A cash burn of what? $140 million? And you think I'm mad? You think I'm upset that we still have $700 million on hand? You're going to find out in about 3 days, 5 days from now, on the 5th. You're going to find out on the 7th. You're going to find out what GameStop earnings says. And GameStop's earnings are projected by Wall Street, $80 million loss. Are you joking? That's it? That's all that the failed gaming company is? They only lost $80 million? You're joking. Inflation alone is $15 million of that. Inflation and the cost of doing business, the CAC, the customer acquisition cost, goes up this time frame. But you're annualizing off of a number from last year to this year where inflation wasn't an issue. And why? Because the Fed didn't deem it an issue until March of this year. So when the Fed says inflation is upon you, now you annualize on the inflation number, and you're going to see that next quarter. And when the next quarter comes, oh, baby, it just happens to be quarter four. And it just happens to be everything that GameStop is. So for a year from that moment to now, no, this is actual facts. This is no, hey, I hope it does something. I'm talking about 12 months from March of 2023, you're going to see an S&P 500 announcement. It's going to happen because you're annualizing on inflationary numbers. If you know business, which you clearly don't, then you would understand why AMC can't carry over a debt. They can't afford the debt that they have. No, it's a combination of cash burn, inflationary debt that you can't afford, and then the cost of doing business. The film exhibition costs have gone up 9% in the last 6 months. That means the more movies you put on, the more it costs. And guess what you don't have? You don't have more people coming to the theaters. I promise you, I've seen the line. I've read every single box office domestic review for the last 25 years. I don't make this shit up. The past quarter of quarter three for AMC movie theaters, $1.9 billion for them. No, for the whole box office. 1.9 billion. They haven't seen that number in quarter three since 2005, 1996, somewhere in that range. And you're telling me movies are back. No, your popcorn's not going to do it. And you didn't invest in a gold mine. You invested. Listen, I'm going to tell you guys something. HYMC could find all the gold in the fucking world. They could find billions and billions of tons. It would do nothing for AMC's value of the company itself. They don't get a single dollar off of the gold they find. It doesn't hit their bottom line. It doesn't hit their debt. They own some shares in a company. And just so happens they own shares in a company that is inherently owned by Mudrick. 40%, 25% owned by Mudrick Capital. You go tell me what they want that company to do. They bought it out of bankruptcy. They were the SPAC company. They were the SPAC company for Mudrick. Mudrick was a SPAC company with HYMC. They bought them out and brought them to you. It's called private equity takeover. This is what badass traders been talking about for the last 2 years.
When did AMC give Mudrick all those shares?
So they gave it to him in the September of 2020. Let me.
What did they do it the next day?
Well, that was during the run up. But let me tell you guys something. Okay, I was on a call and I didn't understand what badass trader was telling me one time. He was like, Marantz, can you talk about private equity? And you see what I had to do? I had to go dive into some no-name YouTube video where there was Jason Mudrick and his little fucking buddy. They were sitting in there and they were like, yeah, here's how we do it. We infiltrate the boards, we take over, and we convince them that this is not a good deal for them. And then we buy it for pennies on the dollar and we go from there. Well, guess what they did with AMC shares? They went and bought them at $2 a share. You don't think they were licking their chops? They were like, holy shit. Yeah. This is December of 2020. $2 a share. Then they sold them when they started running. And let me tell you what else they did. AMC goes, you know what? We got the juice now. We got the juice. This is no different than FTX in Ukraine. I'm telling you right now, and to the Dems, it's all the same. It's pumping money into themselves. Mudrick gave AMC money to buy their shares. AMC gave that money back when they bought HYMC. They bought it from Mudrick. How the hell do you guys not know this stuff? How do people not know how this connected? But let me tell you what you do know. You know one YouTuber and a gaggle of fuckheads, AMC Bigums, Pantheon, Casey Shaw, and Tony De Niro.
See now?
No, all of these guys. They all brought on Dr. Diane Garrett. They brought her onto the show. They did an interview with her to tell you HYMC is a good investment. And guess what she did in an interview that nobody's seen, that only I could find, that I brought out from my dudes, from John Jar Binks to the whole crew that I have here. These guys found the fucking video that had 100 views. And you know what that video says? Dr. Diane Garrett says in plain as day, well, I convinced them to bring in Eric Sprott so it could give it some credibility, because we were just going to do a deal between us, but it wasn't going to give it any credibility.
That's why. Why did
she flat out admits they put her and Adam in the room together. Mudrick did that, and I have the picture to show you Mudrick on site.
The gold mine?
Yes.
The gold mine of her and him?
Dude, they're waiting. I do have it. Come on, let me tell you. Let me tell you something else. Let me tell you something about this. Rich Ryland. Here's what you don't understand. You're only looking. I have this guy talking about shorts. Do you think I have to, like I said this 5 months ago, bro, or 4 months ago, 3 months ago? Let me ask you something. Do I have to return shorts on AMC? Do you know what had them under the water? It said AMC shorts are underwater at $23. And I said, it's at 27 and BlackRock just sold 41% of their portfolio.
They're just warming up.
Hey, they knew that they didn't have to return shares for shit because it was getting cut in half. And now if you ever want to make these ape shares, AMC shares, they'll never have to return these shares. They can sit here and do what? Sit on it all goddamn day.
Don't you have to vote on it?
It doesn't matter if you vote on it or not. Who's going to vote? Hey, well, let me ask you something. Let me ask you, your AMC 1 fans. Hey, Boss Blunts, question to you, AMC 1 fans. If I want to invest in AMC right now, today, the stock itself, AMC, if I buy it, do I get an ape share with it? Oh, I don't? So now my AMC shares are held hostage to whatever the fuck these guys are going to do with ape, right? Why would a smart man, why would anyone educated in finance like you, Mr. 20 years trading, why would you ever buy a single share of AMC? Oh no, I'll buy ape shares and try to get these. Oh yeah, who's buying them at $1 a piece? Who? Everybody?
99 cents, sir.
No, let me tell you something about 99 cents. I'm going to owe you the penny. Let me tell you exactly what's happening here. This is private equity buying enough shares to where they'll take the power away from the board and away from you, so-called retail, and they'll get it back.
How long do you think Toys R Us to do this? 2 years, 2.5 years to go down, right?
Yes, 2.5 years.
I can't wait. You know what? I'm gonna buy me a row of theater chairs to put in my movie room, dude.
Bro, let me tell you something. Yeah, you're going to be able to go there and get them on site. No, because private equity is going to come in. This is where I tell you why China matters and why people don't realize what the hell's going on. You know, all these bots on Twitter, all these bots everywhere pushing out views, and everybody thinks they have thousands of people watching them. No, they don't. They don't, because my traffic on Top Chat, I have more traffic on Top Chat right now than they do, and I have 90 people in here. And they'll have 1,000 and we'll have the same traffic flow on comments. And do you know why? Because Chinese bots. Let me explain something. There was a group out there that owned AMC before Adam Aron was in charge. And Wanda is from China. They own the movie theater company. And when they got backdoored by the Silver Lake deal, by the Carmike movie theater deal, they went ahead and took the board over. They took the board over in 2019. And said, we're back on the board. And Adam Aron, to capsize them, hired a Harvard buddy by the name of Sean Goodman. And when he did that, he let you know he's in power. He's in play. And he convinced the board that he has the full support of Twitter, of people, based off of fake news, based off of you, trades, everyone pushing it out. But to keep this game going, China gives them views. China pushes it one direction. You know why? To save face. Because they're built off of reputation of honor. China's been around for 6,000 years, guys. You think you're an American movie company that people been around? We've been around for 300 years. You think we care? Nobody gives a shit about America. We're a flash in the pan compared to these other countries that have been running off of these programs. This is why wars happen. Because all they see is the greed in us. And yeah, it's a power war. It's an oil war. It's all of the above. The next one's going to be net neutrality war coming. And who's our savior and grace? Elon Musk? Not for me. I don't trust Elon either. I don't trust anybody.
Adam.
Yeah, well, you know, your boy Adam Aron is lockstep and connected with handcuffs.
Right? Like what that girl said. She said it. She hit him on the money. He gives credibility. This man invented.
Yeah.
For people who don't know, he invented that. You know the air miles. What do they call them? The air mile program. What's that called?
Yeah, frequent flyer miles.
Frequent flyer. He invented that. People don't. He invented that. He brought back the cruise ships from nowhere. He was a good businessman back in the day. They know he's a dinosaur. He's gonna retire. He's a name. That's why they put him there. Because why? Because he brings credibility to the fucking company. What that guy? Oh, man.
This guy, Papa Bav, he doesn't believe that I've been talking like this for 2 years. He says,
"You just told me shut the fuck up. We don't want to talk about AMC anymore.
Yeah.
Leave, man."
No. He says, why only 3K? Are you talking about followers on Twitter? Why only 3K followers? I don't know.
Because you don't have bots.
I don't have any bots. I'm suppressed.
Bots?
I'm going to tell you guys something. I know you're here, Amy. I hear you. Yes, ma'am. This is just too much.
You're a little off with Mudrick's involvement with AMC. So Mudrick originally came into AMC by buying $100 million of AMC's debt.
Correct.
And that's where the first initial cash infusion came from for AMC. When the run-up happened, Mudrick had sold naked $40 calls. So he had a shitload of $40 calls that he had sold naked. I mean, not naked because it was against the debt.
Right. No, I get what you're saying.
Any of the shares.
Yeah.
He was holding the debt. So he was hedging the debt that he held.
Hey, at least you know the definition of hedging. Holy shit. After yesterday.
So he was hedging the $100 million in debt that he owned, and he sold calls like to hedge. Well, then the run-up happened, and he made a literally middle of the night phone call to Adam Aron and said, "I need 8 million shares at $27." What do you need to get you out of this position?
Yeah, it was 27.28. It was right there on that Friday.
It was $27 a share. So he covered the calls. He was able to he had to pay, but able to cover, dump the 8 million shares and the $100 million in debt.
Did the same thing?
Correct. and he actually made out with like a small profit. He did lose some off the top just because he sold immediately.
Right.
But if I was Mudrick, I would have done the same thing if I was Adam Aaron. That was wrong.
So they actually were kind of even going into.
But the timing was
HYMC.
wrong.
But he knew who to go to. So
right.
And Eric Sprott was in HYMC from the very beginning. He was a creditor. He had given them $80 million.
Okay, so the original Sprott agreement, yes. But if you hear Dr. Diane Garrett, she tells you that they put him in the new agreement with 15 days to go just to give it credibility.
I'll tell you why. It wasn't even for credibility. It was because he had given them $80 million, which they, in turn had an agreement for HYMC to pay that back to Eric Sprott. They had just gotten notice of delisting, right? And they were
December.
Go bankrupt. Yeah. And they hadn't made even one payment to Eric Sprott. So what Eric Sprott did, or how this deal worked out, was that Eric Sprott came to the table with $23 million, and Adam Aaron came to, and he called Adam Aaron and said, "Hey, you want to?"
Does it always sound like it's pay Paul to? What's the saying? Pay Paul.
Robbing Peter to pay Paul.
And what happened?
Stakeholder at the shareholders convene. That's fucked up, and no one's voting on this. Yeah, go ahead, do it.
So what happened was they both put in. He basically put in an additional $23 million to get his. So he immediately got paid back, I think 20-something million, and you'd have to check, but there's been, I think, 2 other payments made to him. So he basically put up more money to get his original money back out. But he also made money on when it ran up from.
Well, he sold for six. He sold and he made $6 million on shares. I saw that in June.
Plus they gave him. They immediately paid him out. I think it was $20-something million. So he basically just put in more money to get his original money out. But he's been in HYMC since Mudrick brought them back to.
Yes, since 2017, he's actually been talking that up with them. When they first went back and they were on SPAC, the issue was when Adam Aaron came through, they needed more money before the date. I believe it was the 30th.
They brought Adam Aaron in so that he would bring the apes. That's the only reason.
That too. Like, you have that coming, but I'm saying they had 15 days to come up with the $20 million, $30 million that he had to come up with. It was actually $50 million. I apologize. So $50 million. And they have to, because they have to make these covenants. That was a covenant on the loan itself. They're going to stretch that out for another 3 years. If you look at how much they owe, nothing's owed anytime soon. And the same thing with AMC. Nothing's owned anytime soon because they restructured their debt. How are you going to restructure $3.3 billion? Like,
I posted the deal with the original deal with Sprott on my feed somewhere back in the past. So it's on my.
No, I have the video with Dr. Diane Garrett telling you that she introduced Eric Sprott and Adam Aaron to each other just to bring them credibility on the deal.
They all know each other, man.
Yeah,
they're all fucking.
But
Mudrick and Adam Aaron, absolutely, they've done.
Oh, dude, I got the picture.
The Carnival Cruise Lines days, dude.
Mudrick's fund is invested. That's what he does. He invests in distressed debt.
Distressed credit.
And I think you can check this, but I think he bought more of the debt when he put up that $950 million of debt. I think Mudrick bought more, so I think he's actually back in it.
Yeah, that one till 2029. Yeah, I have to go look at that one. Only because
you can pull it up on why am I blanking? Not FINRA. What's the one we use?
Nothing's coming to mind because I have to go and break.
Where you can look up the institutional holdings. You can see Mudrick's. I think he bought into the $950 million.
I'll figure it out. I'm still doing my homework on Norwegian Cruise Lines and Vail Resorts, and Yeah. No, I know because it's still on the board of directors from what I read.
So what, he helped out Adam Aaron with the whole cruise line time too.
No, that's Apollo. That's Apollo.
He was CEO. Okay. He ran Norwegian, but it's weird that you're doing estate planning,
but you don't sell any shares of anything else. Yes.
The only thing you sell is AMC.
It's not weird.
Wait a minute. You mean when he said he was retired? That it was because he was doing that for retiring, right? That's what he said.
Estate planning. That's what they call it. But
you can look up. You can go look up his holdings. He has to file them with the SEC, and
Yeah.
you'll see that there's never
They haven't sold
there weren't
anything.
sales of any other shares, right?
Right. Why did he gift his kids shares
No.
of other companies? Why did he gift his kids?
So I've never seen that either, like at that level where
It's
they're
on my page.
yeah, they're gifting.
Perfect.
His boy's got a job now in investing and planning ever since.
Mudrick?
No, his
His
boy's
son works for Bain Capital.
yeah. Well, let's talk about Bain Capital. That's great.
Is it not? He always says he gave his kids shares, right? Only of not to mention his
Absolutely
only
did. His son is like a professional trader now
Yep.
because of the shares that Adam has.
Because the amount of money he has.
in AMC, right?
Yeah.
That's cool. Well, why no other company?
Well, no, you're not gonna. It doesn't work that way with
People
these
don't
guys.
question this.
No, it's kind of like you're okay. Listen, guys, I'm gonna tell you guys something. A lot of you guys in your 30s. No, I'll tell you, Joey. I'll tell you. So you're in your 30s, you're in your 40s, you're in your 50s, in that age range, right? And you know a lot. This is why parents get killed. Menendez brothers, take notes. Parents get killed because no, I'm serious. Billionaires and millionaires have money. And they're too old school to invest it or do anything with it. So their kids are going to come knock on the door, and the kids are going to be like, hey, Dad, I just saw this runaway thing on Wall Street Bets where AMC's going to the moon. Go put all your money in it. Hey, Dad, I saw MMAT. It's the one to invest in. Go put money in it. Exactly. And then the dad's right there. He's worked his whole life, and he's just like, no, I'm not doing that shit. But after a while, your kids get pressure on you, man. And the kids be like, you know what, old man? That's it. I've had enough. Whatever it may be. Doesn't matter. But you don't trust your kids enough to put money into what they're doing. I'll tell you right now, my son could give me some financial advice. I look at my son and be like, get this shit out of here, bro. You know what you're talking about. But that's how most parents are. And I don't care how old you get. When you're in your 60s, you're in your 70s, you're in your 80s, and you have money, you're like, okay, well, now what am I living for? Who am I trying to send this money to? If they want to make a bad decision or they want to make a good decision, they want to try, I'm going to allow them to do that. So what did he do? He took shares that were under his name, not his own cash money. Trust me, he's not jeopardizing his cash. He said, "Go have fun with it."
Another company, no other company.
No, but it's never going to work that way. There's how many? Ask yourself right now, and this is going to be the unfortunate, sad truth. How many kids have convinced their parents to get into AMC because of this movement and because of liars like Boss Blunts, because of people like Trades? There's a lot of people out here that have invested their parents' money. And and you can't get it back. You can't get it back. And it's unfortunate, man. But you know what? I got something else for you guys. I know you guys are all here.
My kid said that trade, and I looked at my portfolio and said, you know what? Here you can have this ape stuff, dude. I don't go fuck. I would do the same thing.
Yeah, but you know.
Nothing.
Yeah, because, well, he's running it, though. You know, he values a movie company. He thinks it's great. And it's not, if you know what it is. So let's look at it from a different standpoint. Yeah.
But he knows what it is.
Well, think about this. The value of that company is about $3.5 billion. That's what the real value is, right? Whatever the market cap is, that's...
It's real estate, though, right?
No, they don't own anything. They don't own real... They lease. No. And what people don't understand about AMC and their leasing, and if you read it in depth, their leasing contracts are non-cancelable loans. They literally can't cancel the leases. This is why they can't close half their damn movie theaters. Everyone's like, they just got to... No, they have to pay. Whether it's closed or open, they have to pay a lease amount. That's why they had deferred rent in the first place. No, 25-year leases, 10-year leases. You just got to go read it. I already highlighted this part. So when people... They're like, well, how can AMC survive? Well, one, they can survive by doing more offerings, right? They can offer again and again and again, but people have had enough. You can only fool me for so much. You can only take
you just blew my mind, dude.
Listen,
they own that. Like,
they don't own it. No. No. Go read the filings. It's there. It says it plain as day. It's in writing. Another thing they can't do. Well, another thing they can't do is they can't pay off the debt. And here's why you can't pay off the debt. It has nothing to do with not having the money. Even if he had the money to pay off the debt, I don't think he has the discipline to do it. This is what GameStop did. When GameStop paid off $940 million in debt, they had a make-whole premium that they had to pay, an additional amount for paying off early. When you pay off these loans early, you have to pay a penalty. Yes. So when people get money and they think, oh, he's going to pay off this debt. No, he's going to make the minimum payments the whole way through. He is every, I don't even know, Orange County housewife's wet dream, where he's just making the smallest payments possible. Oh, yeah. Hey, babe, keep maxing out these credit cards because it's not going to matter. And they're going to file for bankruptcy knowing this. But what they don't want to file for bankruptcy yet, because they still had shares that they awarded to their executives through PSUs.
To have good credit, you have to have at least more than 50 to 60% of equity available.
Yeah, but watch this. No, that's in this world. That's in this world. You're talking about corporate world. They don't need that either. And here's the other part. No, because here's what they have written down in the bylaws for AMC and for their executives. For them to get their bonuses, all they have to do is have cash on hand. If they have X amount of dollars cash on hand, I think it's like $300 million. If they have that much cash on hand, they get the bonus anyway. This is why they got a bonus during pandemic. No, but not that. No, they can't because they operate at a loss.
Well,
they don't.
Yeah. Nothing to keep in
Yes.
Come on.
Yes, but the cash burn is that real. Q1 is going to be bad. They got to make it to Cinco de Mayo. If they can make it to Cinco de Mayo, they might be able to survive another 6 months. After that, it's done. It's done because you can't get past another bad Q3. You can't get past another Q1 that's going to be that way. So 2024 Q1, they're going to have $0 cash on hand. That's the tick. That's when they run out of cash.
How is Cinemark? Because Cinemark's, I go to the pretty
sure.
How are they in comparison to
so Cinemark currently has, and this is the last one that I read. I haven't read the late. I don't know if they have one.
Theaters?
No, I wouldn't even say they own their own theaters either. They have debt too, but they have $670 million cash on hand. So they have the same amount of cash on hand, yet they haven't done one offering. They haven't diluted their shares one bit. So if you go look at the stock, and I'll even pull it up. I'm on YouTube right now. It went from $8.90. It went from $8.97 to $14.10 in the last month.
Wow,
it had right here. I already have it all ready to go. You know, I'm crazy about this stuff.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
So it hit $14.50 today. Let me look at it. So
are they shorted? Of course, everything's short.
Everything's short at some point. But look at it. Like they literally have 2 million shares traded back and forth. They have a float of their float is 120 million shares. It's been the same the whole way through. Like they don't.
What are they worth?
They're worth market cap. It says 1.67 billion. So
half of AMC's.
Yes. Yeah, their debt's like 2 billion.
Hold on. So AMC is worth twice as much as them.
Well, they don't owe anybody money. Like when I say their debt is 2 billion, that's operating leases.
Great.
That's everything you have, and they have $670 million cash on hand.
So that's their liability. How
yes.
much debt do they have?
Yeah, I don't have it in front of me right now. I read it before.
The biggest difference is they didn't take on an enormous amount of debt.
They didn't dilute. What had happened was, I'll tell you what happened.
Why do these people that promote these AMC?
Yeah, I love movie theaters. Yeah.
Why do they save this company too? This is a great theater too.
No, not save this company. Why not invest in this company? This company was at $9.07 a month ago. If you bought it right, I mean, you would be up 70%. You'd be up 70%.
To me, when the shortage is that's
no.
You start looking at stuff and go, wait a minute, but still.
So here's the crazy part. I got one for you though. Like their insiders in 2020 bought shares.
Wow.
They bought shares in their company because it was going down and they're like, there's no way we're profitable. We make money. We will make money when we come back. Well, they run their company the right way. Their foot traffic is down 7 million compared to AMC. Yet AMC has more movie theaters. They make more money.
And they went up and stopped it.
Yeah.
Wow, man.
Yeah, so it makes money.
You're a value investor.
Yeah. Bro, I go watch everything.
I'm not saying you're gonna invest in this. I'm just saying you're like, but you see, this is what you should do. Like, okay, let me compare this movie theater to this movie theater.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm with you.
Why this clown, like this terrorist, tell me no? I'm not an idiot.
Well,
wait, they just almost doubled in a month. You know.
Yeah, I have Froggy Styles here. I gotta let Froggy Styles speak. He's had his hand up. He's reached muscle fatigue, muscle failure. Froggy, what you got, babe?
I wanted to talk about the debt and stuff. You do have some valid points to talk about as far as the debt. I think there's a couple things being overlooked. Like you were saying something about what other companies have more debt than their market cap. Ford's one of them. Ford's worth like $58 billion and has like $200 and some billion in debt. They do produce profit and revenue, so they do have a capability of paying it off. So it's really not that big of a deal. Where AMC hasn't turned the profit, so I get that's where it becomes more of a like, oh my God, we shouldn't have debt because we can't pay it off. But here's the thing that a lot of people aren't looking at: that cash burn of it's almost $700,000 or $700 million a year. It's a moratorium payment that they've been paying it ends in January, so it frees up about $65 million a month, from what I understand. Correct me if I'm wrong. I know there's other people that probably have been paying attention to this too. I'm not going to be right on every single point that I say, but the moratoriums will be ending in January, from what I understand, and that should free up $65 million that could go towards debt repayments.
Moratoriums would mean that they're not paying. Well, what do you mean?
Right.
What moratoriums are going to be?
When they didn't pay any of their rent agreements and stuff like that,
Deferred rent.
It got put off and spread out over a period of time, and that's what we're paying on currently right now with the AMC. And from what I understand, it ends. It could be December, but they have 2 more payments for the quarter, and then there's going to be 1 payment that's free. And with them extending out all their debt payments for a couple of years, it does give them a little gap of margin.
Jeremy.
Yeah.
All right.
What do you mean?
So no.
Extending the debt out. He took a higher interest rate, right? So you have to add back what he's paying just in interest now on
Rolling up a shit with shit.
like, so the new one that he just did, what was the interest rate? Like
14.
14%?
Yeah.
So you have to like, that's great that they're gonna pay off the deferred rent, but what new debt did they take on since then?
So you take on,
You're right.
but hold on, Jeremy, because here's my problem. Here's my problem with that. You're talking about 10% of what they burn each year, right? But you're just talking about debt. You're not talking about the actual expense to run the company. We're talking about operational debt is different than corporate debt.
No one cares about constant business.
Right. So to run your business, they literally take a loss to run the business. And this is quarter 2. I'm talking about quarter 2 number. Quarter 3 was even worse. But quarter 2, and you had the best movies that you've had in a decade, basically, with Top Gun, with Minions, with whatever the hell else came out. I Buzz Lightyear, you name it. All this shit came out at once, but it doesn't matter because the industry is down 33%. Like, the industry has changed. That's what I was trying to tell you about video games earlier with John Bennett, was the industry changed, and now you have to adjust and adapt. And in this case, there is no adjusting and adapting. Some things are meant to die out. And if I want to watch a movie, I'm going to go to the company that's surviving at the current balance sheet rate. Hey, Cinemark is going to go under eventually one day if they get too big, which AMC
How's your
did.
icebox delivery company doing, Marantz?
Well, I don't know, man. It doesn't work out too well.
They always die off. Things die off.
Yeah, everything does.
Changes. Shit does, man.
Yeah. I'm with you, but to tell you, you're over here getting excited, and I'm not saying you're getting excited. I'm paraphrasing, but $70 million, or even $100 million, that is nothing compared to the $700 million cash burn. Like, if you took off 80 million of it, it's still 700 million. I would tell you to you like this, and this is so you can think about a number, Jeremy. $1 million, and then $1 billion. The difference between the difference between $1 million and $1 billion is $1 billion. It's $1 billion. That's how bad it is when you're trying to step over pennies to get to dollars and you can't, because you're not going to see that debt that they keep stretching out, $950 million over the next 7 years. You have an additional $3.3 billion in 2026. There is nothing you can do but stretch out the inevitable. And by that time, Adam Aron's retired at 70. Remember, his vested shares have 2.5 more years to vest, and he's done, because they can't hand out any more shares. Do you know what they're handing out their executives right now? They're handing out APE.
Popcorn.
No, they're handing out APE as RSUs and PSUs. They don't have shares to hand out. So they're diluting.
That's not an opposite insult.
They're diluting the one thing that you think is valuable, and there's no way that you can pay off billions of debt with 483 million shares of something. Like, it's never going to happen. They could be worth $1 a piece, and you still have to dilute that float $4 billion, because no one's going to pay off your debt or your mistakes for you. This is not how the world works.
Free payment. rent.
No one.
None of that happened.
I don't care. I don't care. You keep taking out debt. Guess what? And you keep thinking you're going to get a stimulus check. It's going to come in the mail. It's not coming, Adam Aaron. Nothing's going to rescue you because when you got the money, you know what you did? You got greedy. You didn't pay bills. You didn't shorten your footprint. You didn't make business the right way. You know what you did? You say, you know what? We're going to pay Nicole Kidman $25 million. We're going to buy new projectors.
All cash or give us stock options? Did you give her ape or just all cash?
Yeah, dude, do it like FTT and FTX and just hand out those tokens and see how valuable it is. Because this is how valuable ape is. Ape is absolutely. I don't know how people are okay with this. Where they were able to give away 1 billion shares of their money, dilute their float, 1 billion shares, and it was not voted for. You couldn't do anything about it. It was like they tied your hands behind a tree and they just took headshots at you. And that's my issue. So
the brainwashing that bothers me is this. When you ask someone how's ape doing today, they'll say it's up 25%. You're like, no, it's not.
No, bro, come on. Come on, it's down 90%.
AMC might be up. They compare the stocks. They tell you what AMC is, not what ape is. You know what I mean? Or if ape is higher, they tell you what ape is, not what AMC is.
Guys, this is...
Are you convincing me or yourself? They're not the same.
This is the most disgusting thing you've ever seen in your life.
It's like, and these people that are saying, like, telling these... I want to know where these sources are coming from. Like, teach me. I want to learn. Where are you learning from? Because I want to talk to that person and say, hey, where did you get this from? And keep going up the line until you find out who the fuck started this bullshit, dude.
See, I love this. AMC apes don't care about fundamentals. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. Let me explain something to you. No. This is my YouTube chat. So let me ask you guys. And he's being right. He's describing the crew. Right. No, but watch this. What fundamentals of ape are there? Somebody pull it up. Can somebody pull me up a balance sheet on ape? I'm asking.
Hold on, let me see. Hold on.
How many movie tickets did Ape sell?
Yeah, who's the CEO? Who's the CEO of Ape?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure that out. It might be Amy. I know Amy's been promoting it for a long time.
Come on, Amy.
But it's crazy, dudes. And so I found out last night that Boss Blunts is absolutely more ignorant and arrogant than I could ever imagine. He was like very matter of fact. This is gonna go up. It's gonna explode. I'm buying AMC shares at $1. And I don't know who lied to you guys, but it would be the biggest downfall of your lifetime, twofold. If you're an AMC insider, you don't vote for this because you don't want to give away, your company to people, whoever owns Ape shares, because you don't know who's buying them right now. And secondly, if you're an AMC investor, you would never want your liquidity to get diluted up to 1.5 billion shares at the moment, and you're already at 500 million. You already came from 50 million shares.
Zoom out, man. Zoom out.
There's just no way. There's no way that you could do it.
If you go to Webull, right? This is this. You go to Webull, and I go to Ape, right? And I want to go to the company. I want to see their profile. I want to see their financials. It says, oh, look, financials. Financial brief for 2022, quarter 3. I'm looking at it. And it says Ape, when you open it, it says AMC Entertainment Holdings for quarter 3. They are giving you the information of AMC on Webull under Ape, dude.
Yeah.
If you go to AMC,
no, I'm familiar.
Company? Now, is this legal? Is this right?
Well, I don't know if you guys saw the video I did last night about Boss Blunts omitting the truth. Like, he literally left out a whole line when he was trying to explain himself to Matt. He was reading the SEC filing, and he goes, yeah. He left out, like, the most important portion of it, and that's why I made the video. I said, there's no way these guys do this. They just skip a line that gives you everything. And here's the hot pot. Hot boxing an apartment with the baby in it. That's tough. Yeah, I know. Well, what I don't understand.
Look at the news.
Well, those
reverse stock split coming for AMC Ape stock.
Hey, Dizzy, I'm going to tell you something. I don't mean to talk about people's personal, because I know Dizzy's out here, and I don't mean to talk about people's personal anything. When you guys are talking about like how much money people make or what they invest, like, I don't get it. I don't get how people are not financially secure with their lives first, and then they're over here talking about they invested or they bought $100,000 worth of something. I'm like, how? Why wouldn't you go buy a house, or why wouldn't you invest that money somehow, some way in real estate or other things? You're telling me, and you tell me you're going to go buy Ape? I don't understand it. I buy GameStop with my excess cash that I do have, but let me tell you something about GameStop. It's going to surprise a lot of you guys right now, because there's some naysayers on GameStop. Amy's not a big fan of GameStop. I know that because I've seen it. Some of these guys in the chat here are not big fans of GameStop. I know earlier John Bennett, and I'm going to tell you guys something.
Actually, what I said about GameStop.
Talk to me.
they were legitimately short 140% of the float. Like
Yeah.
I've always said that about GameStop.
No, I'm talking about the fundamentals. I'm talking about fundamentals.
They were legitimately. Oh, okay.
Yeah. I've heard you talk fundamentals. I'm not against you. I'm not a hater on it. It's more like this. I think people are going to be.
Talk professionally, though.
Yeah. Oh hell yeah, dude.
You guys talk. I appreciate that. That's the way it should be. Let's talk. Don't say, well, you're fucking. I'm not. Why are you insulting me? Just let's talk.
It can't.
Teach me. If I'm wrong, teach me.
No, it could never happen that way, and I'll tell you why. Well, one, I have mutual respect for anyone who gets out here and speaks their mind. I really do. The part where you lose me is when you start speaking out of your mind. Then I'm like, well, wait a minute. Come back in.
Wait,
And
hold on.
Wait, you mean it's not cool to call someone a Wall Street whore like they called me last night?
babe, I'm telling you, if you are, then these guys are lucky guys. These guys are lucky guys. They're getting it in. You know, what can I say? No, it's not okay.
Guys too.
It's never going to happen. You can everybody slap the shit out of AMC Biggums when I see him on site. And why? Because I can't. That's why. What would he do? Nothing. It's like no, it's like I tell these people, like these kids are tough online, like Data Zero. I don't know if you know who this is. You have no idea, Joey. I promise you, there's a guy named out here. His name is Data Zero or Zero Data. That's what I call him. No, of course not. No, he did a whole 30-minute interview with me, and I told him at the end, and I'm going to tell you it like this, like I tell everybody, I am two boats in a helicopter. That's what I am. People ask me all the time, like, what are you doing, Marantz? Why are you talking about AMC? Why are you talking about Ape? And I said, just call me two boats in a helicopter. And if you don't get that, go watch the interview that I did with him and watch the last line. When it's a drop the mic moment, because you kids don't get it. There are people out here trying to help you. I went to church last night, you know, and I had to pray for my grandmother who, of course, yeah. So, well, there you go. So I went to church last night and I was praying for my grandmother who had passed away about 2 months ago. And we're good, man. She lived a great life. She's a great woman. And she brought some really good people into this planet. And we were sitting there and we were talking. And I started thinking about it, like, who can we help? Like, literally help. And I couldn't help myself last night. I'm listening to a Spaces call. I got in there. It was Trey and Amy and a whole crew were talking. And I'm listening, and a guy named Batman Stonks comes out. And Batman, he's some nobody. He's some nobody. It's fine. But Batman came in here and he said, hey guys, this is what it is. And this is why I invested. And every time they try to tell him he doesn't know what he's talking about, or it wouldn't even go about it that way. It'd be like, well, you're wrong on that. And he'd be like, no, it's this. And he would tell you like what his opinion was, but he wouldn't hear anyone else's. And
it's all subjective though. It's not
yeah, well, it's more like I'm asking the question, but I don't want the answer. Right?
Got it.
Like you don't want the real answer. You just asking the question. You're just talking.
He's convincing himself. Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, these guys are telling him he's getting it wrong, and about market cap and about negative. Like right now, Fried came out and Fried goes, hey, Ford, and I'll tell you, hey, Ford, okay, there's a functionality for Ford, right? Like if I go out there, I know I have 2 Fords in the driveway. There is a necessity for vehicles on this planet, sure, but when you're talking about a company like Ford that has been saved by the government before, been paid in full billions of dollars, you have to know the mindset of that company moving forward. AMC, you have no idea. It is the wild card of a wild card to come out and say they're going to get into popcorn, they're going to get into, doing musical tours or whatever he's doing, his movie tours that he's doing, and then to say NFTs, and we got a partnership with GameStop, and anything to trigger you, like trigger words. Guys, it's a damn shame that you have to run a company on Twitter. You have to run a company in earnings calls. You have to run a company with just flair. You're trying to get excitement drawn up, and those are companies.
Hey, but I'm gonna stick up a little bit for Tara here, because
sure.
Tara has accepted that she got caught up. She is actually trying to come into spaces and actually try to learn, and she's
good for her.
Trying to do better.
But I call
yeah, she's trying.
She's
okay.
I did see her.
I'm gonna give her some credit.
Jumping on an FTX call, but she had no idea what FTX was like. And she was made a co-host and all this crazy. Like, wait a minute, she has a way of pounding her way up to the top somehow, you know?
Yeah, no, it's
Maybe, but at least putting in an effort to accept.
hey Amy, I'm gonna tell
Yeah.
you something about Tara. Okay, Tara's looking for her next grift, which is fine. I don't mind.
That's what she's doing.
No, it's fine. It's somebody's hustle. But Tara came to me, DM me. A lot of people know this part, and she said I'm her favorite. She agrees with me, and she rolls with me. Like, that meant a lot to me because that means she has seen the light, pretty much.
I serenaded that woman on a space
Yeah.
ball. Like,
No.
way back. But
Yeah.
when I told her,
Oh, I put what I was getting last night in Matt's face up in the nest.
Oh, yeah, no, I saw it too. I saw what happened. Hey, I'm going to bring somebody up. I'm going to let them talk. This is Alex. Alex, you're approved to talk. Alex, you can, just to give you the ground rules on the AMC safe space, this is a safe space. You can say whatever you want to say about me, fundamentals, GameStop, AMC, you name it. I support you. But when you're done talking, I'm going to get back to the GameStop fundamentals that I got distracted about. But go for it. It's yours. Thank you, Alex, for coming up.
Hey, thanks a lot, Marantz. No, I agree with you on a lot of things. The one thing that I don't understand really what has me pissed the most is, as investors, we get the right to choose where we put our money, into which stock. And yeah, no, I know, except a stock was created without us, and they took 40% of my money to create that stock that was subject to all the market conditions on a stock.
go for it.
It was voted in 2013. So what he did was legal. It just wasn't ethical.
Correct.
And that's why I have the issue, because I am pissed. Because at the end of the day, the shareholders now are far different than they were in 2013. So that was a loophole that was used. Okay, we never got to vote on the share offering of whatever it was, 250 million shares or what have you. And this was a backdoor way. And they used our money to fund it.
Alex, can I tell you that
And now that
he told you guys.
Yeah, and now
He gave you guys a heads up about this like multiple times in multiple calls.
Yeah, here's the other thing. Here's the other thing,
But
Amy.
he said we still have the preferred shares. Like, he mentioned it so many times, and I knew it was something. I knew it was leading to something. I didn't know it was this, but he did.
So
Yeah.
I hear you. I got it. Keep going, Alex. Keep going. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Here was the other question that I have. Why wasn't it disclosed what amount of the AMC portion that I personally invested in before Ape was even in the picture would have been taken out of my account on the 22nd? None of that was ever told.
Okay.
Because quite frankly, I would have just wiped out my position at 1802.
Okay, let me stop right there. Let me stop right there. Okay, a couple of things I want to touch on. First thing, Alex, is between you and I, and we're going to keep this between you and me right now. Why did you buy into AMC?
I bought into it as a recovery play way before the squeeze ever was.
Right.
So and then I just continued to buy as it was going up, and then DCA down, and then personally, I do believe that I have a confidence, although it's waning, that the debt would have been paid off or will be paid off. But the more that time goes, and the more that I see is happening,
You gotta
I have my doubts.
You gotta ask yourself: are you convincing yourself or me? Like, you gotta say
No. I'm not fully convinced on the play any longer.
Okay.
But I'm in a trap position.
So I'm going to stop right there. Hold on, Alex. Hold on. I'm with you. I'm keeping track of you right now. What influencers, if any, did you watch on YouTube or Twitter or Reddit that gave you this confidence?
Pumped you up.
Actually, none, man. I don't deal with that. I mean, I started coming on Spaces probably 6 months ago.
Okay.
And I would listen to some things, but I listened to some YouTube just to hear what was going on.
Cool.
TMI. No, Matt, yeah, I guess I listened to Matt and the stupid rocket ships for a while.
TMI, yeah.
So here's the thing. Here's my thing, and I'm just going to tell you, man. And I'm not calling you out per se. You're invested, you're stuck. But if you have ever read an SEC filing, one, before you ever make an investment, then you would have seen all the flags. Like, there's nothing that could save this company. Even today, with the amount of hopium around it, there's nothing that could save this company. But I will tell you this, and I said this, I mean, everybody knows, everybody was here, everybody saw the videos. About 3 months ago, when Adam Aaron announced, it was like August 4th, and for like 3 weeks, I said, he's telling the truth, guys. He's telling the truth because he's about to take everything from you. And if you are paying attention to your investment, and this is, I encourage everyone to do this moving forward, if you haven't already, you need to know who owns your investment and who's selling your investment. But who's selling your investment? So the minute you saw the insiders sell off 99% of their investment, and you saw BlackRock sell off 41% of their investment, that's the red flag that you need. So you could have got out at 27, you could have got out at 18, you could have done all those things, but now you're sitting here and you're upset, and people are going to tell you, and I'm going to tell you, I'm just going to tell you the truth. You can't.
I'm upset at myself.
Yeah,
I'm upset at anyone else. I'm upset at
you
myself.
can't be upset at Adam Aaron. And I hate the guy. I hate the way he runs his business. But everyone has had the same opportunities to read the writing on the wall. And we have to look at each other and be like, okay, here's who we hold accountable. I will hold myself accountable if I've lost $1 on GameStop, if they don't transition the way I want them to and pivot the way I want it to. I will hold myself accountable. And everyone, you know, and I got, yeah, but I got thousands of people. Listen to me. This is very clear. And I want to say this to everyone. I have thousands of people that watch me, that listen to what I say, and I realize I have the influence. And do you know what I do? I'm mindful about how I say it, when I say it, and why I say it. Because if I'm not,
do something wrong, you'll call it out.
Yeah, exactly.
You see Ryan Cohen do something wrong?
Oh, absolutely.
What the fuck is this? And because that's your money too. You know what I mean?
Yes, exactly. So
you are invested in this.
You got to be careful, Alex, to the point where these guys are still out there. Right? These guys held a Spaces call yesterday, and I told everybody, what the hell are people running around trying to hear what they have to say? Why does anyone care?
I'm blocked by all of them.
Oh, yeah. So then you're doing great.
Whatever you did a good job.
Yeah, exactly.
I just try to speak the truth and speak my opinion, but whatever.
You're doing great. Hey, Alex, I'm just going to tell you, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the channel. Check me out on YouTube. You'll get a lot of information. And it's all factual. It's all documented. But I appreciate you.
You're right. There's no one to blame but myself. I mean,
dude, I have so much respect for you. I have so much respect for you because at least you're owning it.
When this thing went up to $70, I mean, at that point, my DCA was like 5 something. I mean, for me not to have sold at that point, that's on me. At the end of the day,
I take 30% increases. Nobody else. I take 30% increases. That's what I take.
That's to take a profit, guys.
Unless I feel that the plan for the company is beyond that. I don't sell my Costco stock and I don't sell my GameStop stock. Those are two companies that I believe in. The most red and white, blue American things that I can come out in this world are those two companies for me.
I sell my Walmart, my Quest. I sell my
but it's tough, but I won't sell those. I won't sell those two. But I'm just happy that you came up here and spoke your piece, man, because it's tough.
Yeah, I know. And when I say I'm upset, I'm not upset at what's happened to me, with AA. Like, I'm not going to blame him because of what happened, because of my decision. I'm upset at the way that he twisted and was able to use what was his discretion.
Dude.
And I'm pissed at him as a person, and to see the advantage that he's taken and continues to take, to be honest with you. And I was hearing earlier, he was brought into Highcroft, especially, essentially to bring the apes in. I didn't touch one stock. Buy one share of HYMC. I was like, I can see through this at that point.
Yes, you're there now.
To see,
but look at these influencers. Look at these YouTubers that are willing to say anything and get a click. Like, that's the crazy part for me.
You think they've even invested in these companies, Marantz? Why are they doing this? Just followers and likes? Is that what it is?
Are you kidding? Tony De Niro tells me he buys everything at the bottom every week. Oh, I got back in. I did it again. Hey, he's a bottom, all right. And if you've ever heard him talk, hi, baby.
Boy, oh boy, hey.
Okay, so I have Froggy here.
Thanks for the chance of letting me speak. Amy, hello, how are you? I know we haven't spoken in a while.
There you go.
Just want to say hi too. So, guys, keep up with this. Yeah, keep up with the space. Continue to listen and educate. Again, the one thing I didn't know were with all these DD guys out there, the Boss Blunts of the world, the Bigums. Again, I came on Twitter, not too long ago, but where were they saying, hey, they have these preferred equity shares that they can really dump in the market at any time? None of them ever said anything.
I just tell it to you like this.
And that's the most infuriating thing about it.
So, that's what I'm saying.
What's your issue? Like, my issue is people do such intense DD, and they're digging up, stuff from New Zealand or wherever the hell they're digging around at, and they're saying all this stuff like dark pools are this, and
But they can't see the common thing.
But they don't listen to him when he talks. They don't listen to Aaron when he talks, and literally tells you everything. It's infuriating.
What's infuriating is Twitter Spaces right now.
I love you, but he said it multiple times.
Yeah, Twitter.
I'm gonna go and just.
Oh, there we go.
I'm going to just laugh at them.
Listen, guys. No, because here's my thing. Here's my biggest part, and I want you guys to pay attention to this. Guys like Bigums, guys like Blunts, all these guys, Boss Blunts, all these random idiots.
I'm actually happy. I don't know.
They avoid me. They block me. They avoid me for a reason. I have been reading SEC filings for a while, and when it comes to AMC, it's like my personal pet project. And why? People are like, why, Marantz? Why are you doing? And I always tell you, 2 boats and a helicopter, babe. That's it. If you guys don't know what that means, go watch the video. It's that simple. I am here to save as many people as I can.
I think I know what it means. I know what it means.
Well, it's standing based off the terms of you need divine intervention at this point.
Right.
Okay.
Because there's 2 boats and 1 helicopter. So
yeah.
Which one do you say?
No. Watch this. Okay, Joey. I got you, Joey. Here we go.
Are you talking about the guy standing on the roof with praying to God?
That's right, Alex. That's right.
Yeah, I know. I know that one.
So,
I didn't hear from you, but I know they
you
very well.
But here it is, and I'll even tell it to you a different way. Joey, you're in a rowboat, and you're taking on water, and
I'm good.
You think you're good. A boat comes by, and he says, "Hey, man, you need some help? I got you." And you go, "No, I don't need to be saved. God will save me." Then another boat comes by, says, "Hey, man, you need help?" He said, "No, I don't need help. God will save me." Then a helicopter comes by and says, "I'm going to get you out of this damn storm." You say, "No, I don't need help. God will save me." Then after you drown, because you didn't know how to get out of AMC and Ape, you go to Gates, and God says, and you say to God, "God, why didn't you save me?" God tells you back, "I sent 2 boats and a helicopter. I am 2 boats and a helicopter." Remember this, okay? I have been live for 2 years. I have been going off about AMC, Adam Aaron, Ape, you name it. I am here grinding with you. I have read every SEC filing. I've heard every earnings calls for the last 3 years. I have broken them down. I know exactly what he's doing. I tell you, he is taking everything he can to stretch this out. And now in front of you, HYMC's there. I mean, there's just so many more added things to the fire, the fuel to the fire. And no one. Are you kidding? You guys say, I didn't know he could do this from 2013 or whatever it may be. Neither did he. He's not this smart. You think it was his idea? Like, I'm just telling you guys.
I think he pulled the vote on the share.
Somebody came and told him, a lawyer.
Wait a second. Yeah, he's like, wait a second. Why get 215 million shares when we've got, a billion sitting out there that we can use at our own discretion and risk the shareholders voting no?
I have.
Let's just take it off and not risk it.
Hey, I love this. I have a guy here, and they just muted him on my channel. His name is Cerebral Chain. He says, "Hey, Marantz, maybe they don't sell AMC because they can't hear you when you're so high up on your cross pretending to be Jesus." Let me tell you something, bro. I couldn't be Jesus if I wanted to. That's the first thing. Although I do.
You're preaching about Jimmy.
No. No, because I'm preaching about how guys, let me tell you something. I've been right.
You're not preaching, you're saying the truth.
Nah.
You're reading the S1 right in front of them. You're like, listen.
Yeah, dude. These are 10 Qs. 10 Qs, 10 Ks, anything you guys can read. I don't read anything you can't read. That's the craziest part. But for the guys that you guys do follow, they read it and they cancel out words. Boss Buns did it last night. It was absolutely amazing, guys.
It's called to his convenience.
He read this right here. He said, upon the occurrence of a reorganization event, okay, each share of preferred stock outstanding immediately prior to such reorganization event shall, without the consent of holders, blah, 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 blah. But he kept reading out prior to the conversion date. And the reason why he doesn't say that is because this whole statement does not matter if it's after the conversion date, which the conversion date already happened. So to make this work, this whole statement, this whole stance of him factoring in a stock recount and or a recall or transferring shares from APE into AMC. Oh, if we have a restructure, they got to make them all those shares. You're all idiots. It all says it on there. It says prior to the conversion date. I have it highlighted here on the screen. And the fact that he left it out twice when he was explaining it to Matt last night, I was like, are you joking? Like, is that how we're doing this? They're going to reorganize already.
One other thing, for those that are saying buy APE now because it'll be converted to AMC, and you could buy an $8 AMC for $1 right now. That is the biggest crock. That's the biggest crock because whoever votes yes to convert this to AMC and double its float size, maybe triple. Who knows how long after AMC APE is dropped or how many are dropped is crazy.
Yep.
I want this no part of AMC. Zero part.
The reason why it'll never happen that way, okay? It'll never happen that way because AMC investors won't let it. AMC investors know what you don't know. AMC investors know that if they do... No, well, they know that if they do make it all APE shares, all AMC shares, you just diluted your float 1.5 billion shares. You just took out even more. You already took out half the equity. It wasn't a stock split. It was an equity split.
Stock split news that Weeble's reporting just now?
No.
Is that what it's saying?
You need to stop with this shit, Joey. Joey.
Weeble, I swear to God, listen, Weeble just put on here. I swear to God, look.
I don't get my news from Weeble. Don't start with me.
But it's listen to me. Listen to this says. I swear to God. Listen to this says. Ready?
No.
It says, and I quote, right? Where'd it go?
I don't know what you're talking about right now. Don't tell me there's a reverse stock split.
They reported a reverse stock split for 8%.
Hold on. This guy.
There's a reverse stock split for AMC APE stock coming.
Oh, that. Yeah, so they're going to do that because they don't want to be delisted. And guess what? It's not going to be delisted because they'll keep it at $1.
They think about kicking the can, dude.
No, but watch this. Like, I have a guy right here who just DM'd me. His name's Keith something. I don't even know who he is. Don't confuse him with the good guy Keith that we know. But listen to me, guys. This guy just told me I know jack fuck about anything. I'm all FUD. Really?
Keith Indicator? Keith Indicator?
Somebody. I don't know who.
The guy that figured out the code?
Listen to me. If anybody, you guys, hey Joey, let me tell you something. You guys want to watch something that's amazing? Go ahead and watch my YouTube video interview with an AMC investor, YouTuber by the name of Data Zero. You watch that interview, you're going to understand how AMC investors think, and then you're going to see how real people talk. And then I'm just like, oh my God.
I gotta see a video because if you see it online, I think the guy's a troll. I don't find it.
Yeah. Oh, Data Zero, he is a troll. Yeah. He called me a cult leader. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. I call him Zero Data. I don't call him Data Zero. I call him Zero Data because he has none. It's absolutely. Well, he's funny, dude. He's absolutely funny. Hey, you know what? No, I love you guys. You guys know this. I love you guys. You know, I was supposed to put up the Christmas lights in my house today. I didn't do that either. I'm here with you guys. I'm going to talk about GameStop fundamentals in a way that I hope you guys understand that's coming down the pipe for us investors in GameStop and why AMC should be very scared of their fundamentals.
Marantz, I just want to drop down the listener, but I don't want to be rude. Let me say bye to everyone up here.
Oh, absolutely, Alex. Come on, babe.
Allow me to come up and speak, but I'm going to drop down the listener and keep listening.
Hey, can I say something to you, Alex, really quick before you leave?
Go ahead.
You said hi to Amy. And I'm just going to tell you, bro, like the rest of them, shoot your shot, bro. Shoot your shot. All right, there you go.
It's up 15% today.
Yeah, there you go.
It's cool, man.
Yeah, I agree.
Take care, guys.
All right. So Froggy is the co-host at the moment. Froggy Styles, how you doing, sir? Welcome back, Jeremy. Twitter's messing with me, not letting me pull you up, so I just pulled you up as a co-host. So I don't want anybody to feel like, yo, Marantz and Froggy are teaming up, man, and they're going to beat up on everybody. No, listen, guys, I'm going to tell you something about Jeremy here. Jeremy's very passionate about this damn investment of his. The unfortunate part is he knows that he's up against himself, basically. He's up against AMC themselves. You're up against Adam Aaron. You're up against... Yeah, well, you're up against 5 other YouTubers, even more than that are all grifting off the same crowd. And they have convinced these people that this stock is going to go to the moon. Like, somehow, some way, it's going to go from $1 to 1,000. And what's the difference between $1,000 and $1? $1,000, man. So I wish everybody the best of luck.
People buy it then.
No one's gonna buy this shit.
It's not going to. I mean, I'm saying.
All right, I read a tweet. I read a tweet today that said, "Marantz, you really think Ape went down to $1 on its own?" Yeah.
What do you mean? What does that mean?
Well, it just means they're gonna. I'm so sorry. They're gonna be so fucking rich. That's what it is. They're gonna be so fucking rich. No.
I don't get mad because I feel bad. It's funny reading this stuff. I don't even argue with them because what they're saying is hilarious. Like, okay, keep saying it.
Well, listen to this hilarious stuff. So, Marantz, what did it say? Thanks. Yeah, no problem, bro. Go do the shit. I'm around, man. This will all be up on YouTube later. I'm live streaming everything. I'm recording everything. So if you guys want to watch, you guys have stuff to do, go for it. Spencer Froggy blocked me. Yeah, he unblocked me. We had this mutual agreement. We're both military veterans. Spencer is a guy who got it wrong and talked some shit, and I exploited what he has said about certain stocks in the past, not to exploit the man himself. I told you I don't do personal attacks.
I'm saying you can have a good debate about religion by anything without insulting people.
Absolutely.
That's all it is. It's a debate. You tell me your side, I'll tell you mine, and be objective and listen.
Absolutely. Unless I really hate you, Joey, I won't really.
If I learn something from you, I thank you. If I'm wrong, thank you, dude. Thank you so much,
So the problem that I'm having right now is with this crowd is this. I'm not here to attack people personally, like what they do off the mic. But for the things that they've said on the mic, there's no way I can forgive you. When you guys are telling me that I should be investing into something that's being diluted in front of you, and people are trying to paint this out, like I'll give you this example. I have 1,000 call contracts at 145 on AMC. These are AMC 1 contracts. You don't know the difference between AMC 1 and the current derivative. And it's like what Matt was saying last night. He's like, why would I buy those options seriously, why would you buy something that says it's going to be worth $145 no matter how you combined these shares? I don't care how many people spent 3 cents on these call contracts. Well, you should see the amount of volume on them, the 100,000.
Talk says sometimes, and I'm upset.
Yes.
So, question on that: was Blint saying that he was going to exercise? Like, first of all, you have to call in to even know how to buy. Is there position close only?
Well,
first and foremost.
Here's
secondly,
no.
Was he saying he's going to execute these contracts?
He was saying
you're going to pay $145 a share.
Yeah, you see now you understand. They would never make it there. The minute this stock goes up and he gets positive, I know what you're saying.
First of all,
you don't have the cash.
If a brokerage is selling these things, then that's a problem because those contracts are position close only.
Mm-hmm.
Second, the same way they think that popcorn is going to show up at the grocery stores, they don't understand how the options. I don't think they understand how that works at all.
No, Joey.
I don't get to understand how
he's not messing around.
A contract works. Exercising a call contract means that you're paying that strike price.
Correct.
For those shares, right?
If it's trading at $8 and you're paying $145 a share, you're doing something wrong.
Well, the thing is, he says that he's hedging his long. Like, how the hell? No, I know. Trust me. I never heard this before in my life. I was like baffled. How are you?
That's what Bentley was saying. He was like, if you bought it at 50,
yep,
and you believe it's going to 100, and it drops down to $1, but you're what did he say?
It could drop down to 40. It wouldn't even matter. It didn't have to drop down to $1. It could drop down to 40. You're still out of the money. Like, there's nothing you can do.
I think what his reasoning is that you believe it's going to a certain price, so you buy the contracts at that price, right? And they think it's a hedge because if it does run up, that they'll make money on the stock and the calls.
On the contract itself. They'd have to sell the contract. You can't exercise. Yes.
Right, but he's thinking that that's a hedge.
No,
it's
but
not a fucking hedge.
It's not because
just buy the stock. Why would you even buy contracts?
Hey, earth to God, okay? Boss blunts, jackass. You have to buy the underlying asset to your call contract. Period.
If how that works, man.
No, listen. If you're selling said shares to buy contracts, you just defeated the purpose. But if you put in more money to buy it, you're just going longer. That's all it is. You're not hedging anything.
I understand what the thinking is behind.
I think it's the verbiage.
You believe that the stock is going up, so you buy the money called. Like, that's the thing. fucking stock. Like, why would you get theta decay?
Yep.
You risk the leverage. Like, if
They
you
probably do with the grease
going
man, dude.
higher.
Well, look at it. The contract for 2024 is 3 cents. I swear to God, it's 3 cents. It's something stupid because
My stock to buy that.
it's never going to hit $145, right?
You didn't know that.
What do you? Oh yeah, I can't say that. Are you kidding? You don't know really?
You could just, but you can buy like what? You can buy what? What'd you say? 3 cents a share, so you could buy 3 shares of AMC.
You could buy you could buy a contract for $3.
This is so confusing. Maybe it's that
And
new
it's not
math
a fucking
in school. It's the new
It's
math
not. But if I buy enough contracts, listen to me. If I buy enough contracts, then I can tell people I have this many shares because I know where to locate them within these contracts.
until they expire.
But
Yeah.
hedging, the definition of hedging is to mitigate risk.
The opposite, yes.
Watch your ass.
So why would you buy out of the money call contracts to mitigate risk? You're taking on risk. You're taking on leverage risk.
Bro, stop speaking English here. Amy, do not do English.
That's not just risk. That's leveraged risk.
Don't do simple math, please. It doesn't work for
Yeah,
me.
but higher risk, higher returns though.
Hedging.
Higher risk, higher returns.
Literal
though.
definition of hedging is to mitigate risk.
Yeah, to counter whatever the hell you just did.
Better
None of this makes
going to
sense.
Vegas, putting all your money on black and winning than hitting that anything on that stock ever.
You know what it is?
Ever.
It's the way they say it, right? They say it with such conviction.
Yep, that people believe
We're
it.
like, well, yeah, it has
Does
to
that
be.
mean-
It is, yeah.
You're right.
It's not. It is
Right.
the absolute opposite of right.
We used to do that in the military, Amy. We used to make decisions, right? And I'm a sergeant at the time, and it doesn't matter if it's wrong or right. It's how I say it, the inflection in my voice. It doesn't matter. I could be totally wrong.
You're right, and you trust you. They
Hey,
trust you.
we're gonna go up over that hill right now. And it's safe. Let's roll.
I'm sorry, right?
Oh, copy. Let's go. And they just start fucking going, and these kids have no idea. I have no idea what's over that hill.
Trust you, but they trust you.
But that's my point. So the pounce isn't happening. Adam Aaron's doing the same thing when he's I'm playing 3D chess. Well, he's playing it with somebody else's money because there's no way this is 3D chess. There's no way this is anything.
Got you a little fucking key thing because I don't know what chess he's playing, dude.
Well, let's talk about this really quick.
What is that, Marantz? What is that game with the sticks in the plastic tube that you pull out the stick? You drop the ball in there and then you pull
Pixie sticks?
Pick up sticks. Yeah, you got.
But
you
or
can't
like-
touch the other one. And you lift it up. and
or
just
don't
let
break
it-
the ice, like that kids game. Don't break. Those are the games that I'm.
Yeah, like
He's
Jenga
not
and
playing 3D chess.
Nah,
That-
Jenga. Let's pull this stick. See what
It's
happens.
how long can you keep the ball tangled up into those sticks before it
It's
falls
Jenga.
out?
You're right.
Yeah,
Fucking ball.
big block Jenga. It's good. Big block Jenga. You
He's
gotcha.
pulling this one out. Oh, look, it's still standing. Good. See, trust me. I know what I'm doing.
Well, there's the kerplunk, somebody just said. I have no idea what the hell that is.
It's that game that goes that you. It's like it used to be on Princess Wreck where you drop that it's a shuffleboard and chip is ding and it goes down.
No,
That's
that's
Plinko, bro. Get it right.
No,
Get it right. That's Plinko. Go make an NFT about this shit, Joey. You're ridiculous.
Oh wait. What if AMC makes NFTs, dude? They can
Yeah.
do good.
You're joking. I don't have time for jokes. Listen, I'm gonna tell you guys something else, okay? I want to talk to you about these GameStop earnings coming out. It's coming out on Tuesday, I believe. Tuesday? Yeah, the 7th. Whenever the hell that is. On Wednesday then. When it comes out in about 6 days, I have a number of $1.121 billion in sales. You can write that down. It's fine. 1.121.
That's your projection.
That's my projection. And additionally,
Wall Street saying.
Wall Street says that GameStop's coming in down $80 million.
That's 80 million, is it?
80 million. They're going to lose 27 cents per share.
Right.
If you lose $80 million in this economic downwind, you're okay. 80 million is not bad at all for a company. It's a win. It's a plus. But I don't think and with the influx in inventory, because I have to look at the bottom line. I have to look at like all the fine lines. But if they have a $500 million increase in inventory and you lost 80 million, I can live with that because come quarter 4, you're going to see a profit. And if they're running their company, this is the only company that I've seen, that I've studied between Amazon, Apple, GameStop, and a couple other ones. SG&A. Well, SG&A is down. Well, yeah, but we don't talk about them right now.
SG&A is down or is up for everybody. I think Apple's operating at an 18% increase, 12% increase on SG&A. Target as well. These guys are all operating at a loss. Best Buy is the worst. Best Buy went, or was it Target? No, Target went from like $7 billion cash on hand to $100 million cash on hand in the last 7 months. People need to know how bad. I always tell you guys this. If someone's losing, somebody's winning. Amazon is losing. Google is even losing some portions of their business, but Apple's losing right now. But all of this is just lost in the conversion of the dollar because they're doing business overseas. And by GameStop focusing on the domestic dollar here centrally, this is what helps. And I feel because you have an inflationary number today, right now, by next year, you're going to annualize on those numbers, but it'll be at a lower cost per dollar borrowed. So because the Fed will still raise rates up until next year, up until March, you're going to see flat numbers come across the board for a lot of companies. Well, because remember this, guys, during these terms like this, you're going to have analysts give you a double-digit increase on the market itself. This is why they went soft on the market, on the Fed, on 50 points this last time, because they have to show a great quarter four. You have to show an increase on the market itself. That's why the SPY's over $400 right now, and the S&P 500's at 4,076, whatever it was today. When you're going over this amount like this, it's because these hedge funds have to show profits to their investors come January. Now, when January hits, those next 3 months are going to be a fucking bloodbath. And I feel we're going to fall off. It's just me. Everything's going to fall to pieces. And I think GameStop could touch $20, $21. But the fundamentals of the company will be worth well beyond that. And I think that come those quarter four numbers, and it'll be announced in March, I think that's when the rocket starts. And I'm not talking about shorts covering. I'm not talking about market manipulation, like where all these guys get involved with this shit. I'm talking a fundamental squeeze for Wall Street to come looking at a company that has cash on hand, minimal debt, and a plan. That's why I'm invested. That's why I'm here. And that's why I've been doing it for a long time. So just know that's my fundamental thesis for GameStop and building out. I could go more into depth, but like I said, I'll wait for these numbers to come out. And if the inventory number is like $545 million in inventory, well, then guess what? You're in green for quarter four. I already know the number, but if it's below that amount on inventory, even better. That means that we're becoming better operators. Our buying teams are doing better for this Cyber Week, not just Cyber Monday, Black Friday, the whole month, not just a Friday, and then, of course, Christmas. So I love quarter four. I love the new games that came out between Pokemon and God of War. I know quarter three, the numbers.
The stores for the Pokemon opening at night?
Yeah, the lines were, yeah, and even for Call of Duty. Call of Duty, the lines were packed. I have videos. I was there. And I cruised by for Pokemon. I just didn't take a video of it. But people know I was shopping that day. I bought some costumes, man. $3 for my Spider-Man costume.
You got the Spider-Man with the hoodie and
with the hood and the gloves, everything. Yeah, $3.
That shirt, I wear it under my scrubs. It's fucking comfortable as hell, dude.
I've got another one here. I've got one unopened right here. I'm showing it on the screen right now. $297. It says $297, but you get 50% off of that. So I got it for $1.50. And why did I buy it? Just because. What the hell? Why not? I'll buy anything.
Can I mention the Toys for Tots thing, Marantz?
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Like, go to GameStop, buy toys, and ship it to Toys for Tots. That's it.
It works out.
Help some kids out. That's all.
Help me out. Help me out, guys. Buy me a burrito. Buy me a. No. I don't use the link anymore.
Okay.
The first time, I am affiliate of GameStop, but the first time that I got a check from GameStop for using the affiliate link and everybody shopping and everything, I felt guilty. And people, because I said, well, this is money that could be going to the company. I don't need it to go to me. So I just put the website itself there for people to shop at and do what they do. But I don't need to do it myself. Not at all. Batman and Blunts are in love right now, and the Spaces Call on YouTube. Let's collaborate. Oh, so they're holding their own Spaces Call. They should. They're worried about mine? No, I don't. No, I'm blocked. Are you kidding? I'm not even allowed to go over there. Yeah. No, they don't like me for whatever reason. Maybe because I speak too much truth. But I'm not missing much. I have Froggy here and I have Amy. I feel good. I have Dizzy. But but yeah, I did get that message from Tara I was talking about, Amy, where she goes, hey, you're my favorite one to watch. And that's because I speak a lot of truth. So If anybody needs, what was this? The option contract talk. If you just heard about it, it was really bad yesterday. So I have that. If you go to Boss Blunts, I don't know why he posted the video as if he thought he was winning the conversation. But for anyone who's educated, you got to hear the conversation. It's absolutely gross. It was just Matt. Matt was really good. He was in control. He wasn't too agitated. Other than the fact when he did
Matt
get,
knows what he's talking about.
yes,
You know what I mean? Matt knows what he's doing. Matt studies that. Matt, like I used to watch him in the early days. He really knows what he's talking about.
Matt's a very smart kid. He's a smart kid.
He's very smart.
And he's not too arrogant enough to say when he doesn't know something. But when you say something, you just can't say it. Like you literally have to back it up with facts. And that's why I tell you, I don't mind that conversation with Matt because Matt's on the same agreement wavelength as me, where this company and this investment is going to be worth nothing. They have no choice. Private equity is on the sideline pushing the buttons. And Badass Trader said this a long time ago, and I didn't understand it then like I do now. And it's to the point where every move he's making, Adam Aaron, is influenced by private equity. And when your company is at mercy of private equity and the ape shareholders themselves, these dudes out here, they don't have a clue what they hold. I'm going to buy ape and it's going to be worth something. It's never going to be worth anything. And if you were to convert it over to AMC shares, then get ready for the biggest fuck you ever. Because, because who's buying ape at $1? It's not you guys. Alex says, thank you for letting me come up and speak today and vent today. I have no one to blame but me. It's a sucky part. I know, I'm such a smart. There you go. You know what, man? Alex.
Guess what? He's not going to lose more money.
Yeah, you won't lose any more money. That's the first thing. And I wish you the best of luck, Alex. I think it had a squeeze today at about $8.30, $8.50 a share. I don't see it going past $11. And I don't think it'll ever hit 15 again. And I've done some really good research on it to realize what the diminishing returns are on the pump and dump that it is. I've called it this from day one. I've never shied away from it. I've had plenty of people hate me for it, but I'm not afraid of it. I'm not afraid to say the things. I see T-Dog's in the chat. What's up, T-Dog? If you want to come up and speak and, speak intelligently about GameStop or AMC or Ape, you're more than welcome to. I know Retarded was in the chat too, and he wanted to come up, and I encourage him to. So I'm not afraid of anybody saying something bad. You can always speak bad about something. I'm okay with that. But we have T-Dog here. T-Dog, before you speak and before you do your piece, I'll give you a proper introduction. T-Dog is a proud supporter of AMC and Ape, and I respect his opinion. And the floor is yours, brother. Go ahead.
Thanks for bringing me up. For Ape, that's not really true. I never thought Ape was going to be a good investment long term. I thought Ape was needed to possibly prop up AMC, by allowing them to try to reduce debt. So that's the only thing I was an advocate for Ape for. I never bought any besides what I was quote unquote given.
Right.
And I don't think we'll ever see a squeeze out of AMC, but a lot because of Adam Aaron. I mean, it's like you were just saying earlier. I completely agree with you. I mean, you probably thought I was going to come and argue with you.
No, not at all.
I agree with what you say most of the time. I mean, you and I go at it sometimes in Twitter, which is fun. But, I think we can get a run, maybe a little higher, I'm hoping, than your numbers. I'm in pretty cheap because I've been here forever. So I'm just looking to get, a decent return for my time on this and get out of it. I'm not thinking we'll see these huge numbers and squeezes and this moon and all this crap. And the reason I wanted to talk is the frustrating thing I have with this whole AMC thing is that quote-unquote ape community. I mean, most of them banned me now, blocked me because I got so fed with just stroking
Adam Aaron. Yeah.
It's obvious what he's stuck doing and what he's doing. I mean, I've been posting things negative about him lately. And, if they really want this quote-unquote ape, all people equals movement, I don't understand why they're not getting behind companies like GameStop, which I'm a GameStop investor. You got a CEO that is actively trying to take on the naked shorting. Then you have GTII, where they're trying to go to a blockchain. You got what's the other one, COSM, which is their CEO's buying up a lot of shares versus selling. I mean, there's a lot of stocks out there that are more towards this quote-unquote ape movement, all people equal, that support the people, the shareholders, versus AMC. And that's the thing that's really been frustrating me lately. It's like, there is a possibility to get some money out of this. I mean, there are still some shorts. If they can get ape to anything, it will help reduce some debt. But I'm not buying any. I haven't bought any I think since June, I haven't bought any AMC or A stock.
That's awesome.
I haven't bought AMC since June.
Congratulations.
Yeah, you're saving a lot of money.
Oh yeah, I'm not bag holding, but I'm just holding for hopefully a little bit of a pop. I was thinking today maybe, but
it's like when you have a girlfriend for a long time, you still don't want to break up with her because the time invested. That's what's going on. It's hard to let go,
I won't go that far. I'm gonna tell you something, T-Dog. I respect you for coming up and saying your piece. The unfortunate part is I don't invest into other stocks that people are trying to catch, right? Like, I'm not an ape. I've never painted myself to be that way. I literally love GameStop. Like, that's the one company that I love, but I love other companies that I invest in. I have a whole T. Rowe Price account that's like masked up really good with some other stuff. Absolutely, I love Costco, but those things that I buy, I'm not looking to change markets. I'm not looking to get a group involved and run one way, because for every stock you named, I've got a video from Lou versus Wall Street where he's talking out of his ass. So I can't trust these things. I know what I can trust. I can trust my brothers, my sisters, myself, and I can trust GameStop at this moment. And it's not the CEO, it's the chairman of the board, right? And those are all semantics there. But, it's okay. I don't want to see AMC run up, and here's why. It has nothing to do with you guys not making money. I want people to get their money back, which is possible. But what it's going to do is it's going to crush people. It's going to crush you again and again and again, because that's the way psychology works. They have this stock out here to just ruin you and destroy you, and it's going to keep happening if you let it happen. You remember that if you allow something, you promote it. And if you allow this leadership to do what they've done, you're promoting that it's okay. So as leaders in your own home or leaders in your lifestyle, right? You don't allow your kids to keep dirtying their room every time, or you tell them to clean it up. You don't allow your wife to stay out late on you every night because you say, maybe you need to come home, babe. You don't allow your employees just to walk past that piece of trash, because then you're promoting that. And it's no different than this as an investor. If I allow Adam Aaron to do it, I promote it. And I will not allow him to do it. So I'm going to call his ass out every chance I get. And I know you're doing the same.
Yeah, no, I agree. And actually, there's a small movement that I hope picks up before the next annual meeting to try to oust a board member and put in a write-in member. Because if supposedly they do hold the float, quote unquote, why not put in like what Ryan Cohen did? And thanks for correcting me on that. My bad.
No, it's fine.
But, put one of us, one of the people that are for the shareholders on the board, because obviously the whole board's not. If you look at the board of AMC, it's not just Adam Aaron. The entire board's 60-something years old, multimillionaires, not progressive, tied to hedge funds.
They're there for a reason. They're just picking up a seat, man.
Yeah, I don't think you have a majority of the vote. I think your proxy was at 53%, so that should tell you right there. Secondly, just so you're aware, if you want what's right for the markets, you want what's right for a company, you pick the wrong company. It's like people are going to a gunfight with bubblegum. Like, this is not the company you pick to say, you know what, this is the one that's going to change the world. Or this is...
Like, the movie codes, if you want to see the movies, look at movie code, dude. They're way better than fucking AMC.
Can I just say something about the board member thing? Like,
yeah.
That's not really how board members work. You can vote, like maybe they put it on proxy, but board members are vetted, they're recruited.
Yes.
And usually placed on boards of directors. Like somebody, you can't just be like, hey, we want to put this guy from Twitter on board. Like, you have to have qualifications. You have to have, there's things that background history.
Yeah, but what they're trying to do is, Amy, they're trying to find somebody who's credible, somebody who has a background.
Like Patrick Burns.
Yeah, I already know.
Yeah, that's, you're all over the place. That would be the only thing that would make any kind of sense for AMC to be a go-forward stock. Like I said, I have a lot of shares, but I also have a big portfolio. It's not like the majority of my portfolio.
Right.
And I even hold some blue chips. I bought years ago all the stuff you're used to, fast foods, the liquor ones that we always know too well during recessions. So, but the AMC was just the most frustrating thing because of the grifters out there, I don't want to throw people's names, but you guys know what I'm talking about. The ones who
absolutely
are everyone's friend, and I invest a lot, so I know which ones were full of crap and which one, and no matter who says what, you always want to check what they're saying. I find good information sometimes, and then I research it from the guys that most people hate. I'm like, hey, that actually is true, and then the 90% might be fake. So you can't trust anybody. And because everyone's just trying to get dollars off of YouTube. Or,
Hey, T-Dog, you can trust me, babe. You can trust me.
I follow you at it a lot, so obviously there is some trust there. I fact checked you, and I never come back negative.
Yeah, there's no fact checking me. I'm good.
Just like
Don't fact check the trust, bro.
the thing about the YouTubers, like, look,
Be careful here, Amy. Be careful.
I'm trying to be. I'm going to talk diplomatic.
Well, I'm just saying. You say YouTubers. I'm a YouTuber. What's up?
But they are a product of your making. Okay, like, so they put out nothing made you go watch Matt or Trey or Marantz or anything, right? Like you went, you watched them, you believed in them, you sent them super chats, you bought merchandise, whatever the hell their thing was. But it's basically a business, right? So they started a business. You bought the product. You didn't get what you wanted from the product, and now it's their fault. But really, all they did was turn on a YouTube channel. Like, there was nothing that said, "Hey, I'm the smartest stock person ever. Like, here's my credentials." No, people went there. You watched. You gave them money. They made their investment decisions. Everybody should make their own investment decisions. So, like, this blame game of YouTubers, like, I'm sorry, but there
How would he admit to, like,
has to be like some accountability here.
No,
It can't be Wall Street's fault for the stock. Or
for the record, I've never given a YouTuber any super chat money.
And I wasn't talking about you specifically. I was just saying, like,
no, but I agree.
Yeah.
And I did listen to Matt Kors and those guys and Trey at the beginning, and it was good. My big mistake is falling for the June was not the end of it. That was my big goose. I mean, I had a lot of shares in June, like, walked away from a couple million. That was my big goose.
And that's the thing, right? Like, there people who were in this then, who helped do that, saw money on their screen that they probably never seen before in their life, and they let it slip through their fingers, and they're pissed. And I get it, but it's not anyone's fault that you let it slip through your fingers except your own. You had control.
Absolutely.
Nobody else controlled your sell button.
Yeah, and I'm in a good position where that's not the only time I've done things like that, and I've actually won some of these battles. But I feel for the people who put all their money in it, saw it run there, and didn't sell. I mean, I made my mistake, but I've made mistakes before in other stocks and other investments, real estate, things like that. Luckily, I win more than I lose.
You know what's the best part about that, T-Dog? The best part about that is we're all going to wake up again tomorrow. We'll go back to work. We'll make more money, and we'll make more mistakes. This is not the end of the world. Like, people out here, they're getting their ass kicked in this market and all the other things they have going on. I also want to say good night to Kyoto, my moderator from Japan. He's going to sleep at 6 a.m. That's how real these guys are. You know why I was going to say this to you, Joey? The fact checking on what we say and what we do here on this channel is I have a team. And people know my team. People think, oh, it's just Marantz's bright ideas or whatever maybe. No, I have a whole team.
No,
culturally.
That's about the other guy.
Right, I know, but I'm just letting you know. Yeah, but I'm letting you know. Trust me. Trust me, bro. I have a financial team, a investment team, a research team, data research, a whole thing, guys. Like, we started one day, but it grew, and it's still growing. It's never going to stop. But there's not one super chat that's allowed on my channel. There's not one affiliate link. There's not one merch link. I don't sell. I don't do shit but give you facts and info. And when people get the facts and info and they run with it, then they're like, okay, I get it now. For those that have come back time and time again. But if you're against whatever we're saying, that's fine. You're going to lose. You're going to lose money. And people... Go ahead.
The point is, I'm not going to hate on somebody who
I get it.
built a business.
No, I'm not either.
Like, you've built a brand, you've built a business. Like, if Matt got into merchandise or whatever, good for him. Like,
exactly.
We shouldn't be cheering that on. We shouldn't be shitting on that.
I'm down with it all. I'm just letting you know where I come from, as in to say, I'd rather you buy shares. This is how much I love GameStop. I'd rather you buy shares and send me $1. I'll let YouTube pay me. I'll let YouTube take their 30% on super chats and their 45% on ads. I'll let them pay me. I don't care one bit because I'm not in it for the money. I'm not in it that way. I'm in it for the information and just pass it around. We have Don White here. Don White, I've never met you before. You're new to the channel, new to the chat. I'm going to give you the floor, Don White. Here are the ground rules. There are none. You can speak your mind, say whatever you want. You will not get muted. You will not get pushed out of the room. The floor is yours. Don White, good afternoon.
Yeah, thank you. I really love all opinions, given. But the point is that I still don't understand the main points that we're up to. I still don't understand the main points. But I really love our opinion. I really love it. So, but I just want to get the main points. So.
Okay. Well, the first fundamental point: there are not 8 quadrillion AMC shares.
Wait, that's a thing? Hold on a second. Stop it. You're lying now. You're making that up? Are you exaggerating?
Have you not seen these videos?
Dude, I stay away from that shit. You know me, man. I don't do drama, dude. Are you kidding me?
8 quadrillion.
I've never been $1 million.
Proof or ban, dude. Dude, I don't think people understand
No. They skipped the trillion. They skipped the trillion and they went to quadrillion. 8 quadrillion.
Do they understand what a billion is? A billion is a big number.
Well, think of some of the numbers they throw around on their price, the 10,000 share, whatever. And you just mentioned the term market cap, and they don't understand that they're throwing out numbers that it's more money than the world.
There's not enough cash in hand.
T-Dog, I'm gonna tell you something. So watch this, T-Dog. I was live back in the day when AMC had their run up to 72 and all this stuff. I was live those days, and we had about 30 people on my live stream. Like, nobody was there, right? But the people that were there are still here today in the channel. And you know what they all were saying? Like, when I was saying it, they're like, Marantz, we're missing this run. We got to get in and we got to go chase it. And I go, guys, don't go chase this. I said, because there's no way that they're letting $8 billion, $10 billion in market cap just swing like this. And you think it's like it's a run. You think we're doing it. I go, we're not doing this. This is them manipulating the number. I sold my shares on that run up. And I even showed the proof. I had to send the proof to my moderators so that they could, be like, okay, maybe he did. And I did. I bought in at $8.99, $8.98 a share on AMC. And I sold. I sold at $28.29, bought back in the next Monday, $31.33, and sold at $60 or $49, $47, somewhere in that range. How people didn't time this, that's one thing. But you've had months, 9 months of sell-off, 10 months of sell-off, a whole year of sell-off. And you had the opportunity up until Ape got out. So it's tough. It hurts, man. But
Yeah, Ape blindsided me. I was giving a little bit of hope to Adam Aaron, even though I do know his background and everything. I was giving a little bit of hope, and then Ape obviously was the obvious what was going on. I mean, it was obvious what was going on after Ape. I mean, anyone still so people buy Ape. I'm like, really? I mean, they still think, a lot of those people still think that if you buy Ape and they converge, they'll converge 1-to-1 share, even with the price disparity. And I'm like, really?
no, even if it did.
Yes.
Well, then it would destroy AMC.
Yeah, exactly.
30 seconds after that news release. 30 seconds after that news release. I know I tweeted exactly what was going to happen.
I tweeted.
Rantz came on.
Yep.
And had space on it. I was on it. Like, problem, right? Like, all the shills, right, that everybody hates, and you have to hate them and stalk them and harass them and call her a whore. I literally told, like, you're being told these things, right? Just the same way that Adam Aaron always tells the truth. Like, it's there. It's willful ignorance, right? It's just.
We called it that day, Amy. The thing is. So hold on, I got a speaker again. I've got Alex back up in here.
Can I do one quick thing before I'm going to sit down?
Yeah, I hope you do, T-Dog, because your feedback from your mic is absolutely atrocious. But go ahead.
Yeah, I'm in the car. It's really quick,
I know.
Amy, you and I were going at it one time. I was having a jerk. You blocked me. Just ask, give me a chance to unblock me again. It's up to you, though.
You're unblocked.
Wait, did you call her a name?
I don't hold records.
Oh, that's very bad. That's nice.
Hey, let me tell you something about T-Dog. You know why T-Dog, why I like T-Dog? Because he came out with the Trump 2024 stuff. I said, all right, I could get with this guy. I could do it that way.
Respect T-Dog because he and I are thinking alike. T-Dog, I shot you before, but I think you do. I do have a question, Marantz.
Yes, sir.
Alex, tell him what happened when we all came together.
What happened as far as to me, or
no, the whole group? Like when Phil was like, "But why don't we like Amy?" Were you in the conversation?
No, I don't remember that. I know. When I was there, I was ostracized by the entire community. Regardless, I have a pretty large stake in this, But you get the stupid people. You know what? Get out of here. Sell all your stuff off. And I'm thinking, you know what? That's when I knew there was a first red flag. I'm like, well, if buy and hold is the strategy, why the hell are you telling me to sell off my shares instead of encouraging me? That's number one. But the flag you've gotten is ridiculous.
You guys to sell at $55 a share, which I'm guessing a lot of you wish you had.
Well, a lot of my guys did.
On Twitter at the time.
I was encouraging you to sell. I was just saying.
59 for me.
Like there's a way to play this, right? Like there's a way to play this stuff, but that's not what wanted to be heard.
But here was the question that I had and why I came up to speak. Was there a specific reason, knowing that we still have 500 million ape shares on the shelf, because we had $1 billion approved, right?
Yep.
516 went out. Why they were not dropped at $10 when the price hit?
Yeah, I'll tell you why. No, because you have to. No, I'm going to tell you something that no one's willing to speak on because these guys don't understand mechanics. You can't just say, I'm going to sell this much amount. You have to have a buyer. And what I told everyone was, you didn't have a buyer of AMC at $3 a share in December of 2020. What makes you think you're going to have one now? No one's going to buy ape.
You didn't shop it around.
Oh yeah, no, I'm with you.
Put it out there to people and said, hey, like if I do this offering, will you buy it at $7 a share, whatever it was released at? And people told him no. You
can't sell something when you don't have a buyer. Like people can tell you anything. I'm gonna give you this example. There's two.
But he did have the opportunity though.
Yeah. So it's not just rejected. No, exactly. Like when people are saying, "Oh, I wish he would have did it earlier." What to who? Who's dumb enough to buy your debt? So now here's the crazy part. HYMC they have this thing out there right now, and it was filed on March 15th, 2022, this year, where they're going to raise $500 million and or sell 1.4 billion shares, whichever one comes first. You see, they can say they're going to sell something, but that's my point. If you don't have a
absolutely bonkers on me when I pointed this out. Like, you can go find it on
well, I'm just telling you, you don't have a buyer for these shares at 70 cents. What makes you think they're going to buy them at any amount? Like when they're not going to buy them, it was at 24 cents in March. So this is the crazy part for me, for Adam Aaron. Anybody can tell me anything about how much money they put into HYMC. Oh, it's only $25 million. Yeah, they had a market cap lower than that when he bought it. When he agreed to put in 25 million, they had a market cap below that. So why the hell would you be investing money into a company that has a lower market cap than the amount you're putting in? Unless you're buying the whole fucking thing, I'd never do it. But all you're doing is agreeing to make a payment on the senior note.
Yeah, that so I'll scratch your back, you scratch mine.
We know that. But people.
That I know.
Well, then you also know that KC Shaw, AMC Bigums, AMC Pantheon, Tony De Niro, and Boss Blunts all giddy off of an interview with Dr. Diane Garrett, brought her onto the scene to put her in front of apes and be like, this is a good investment. Like these guys are being manipulated themselves, these YouTubers. And maybe they don't even know because they are stupid.
Well, to their convenience. I think it's not, man.
They're stupid. Let me tell you something, Joey.
For the record, whatever they mine, you just can't introduce gold into the global economy.
Oh, dude, listen.
The way that they think.
But no, what I'm telling you is not only that, you can't just.
I used to export it out of.
No, because the more gold you have. The more gold you have, the greater the pile gets. It goes down in value. Like people know this stuff. But yes, exactly. So that's why amethyst is worth nothing now. That's why granite is worth nothing. Garnet, whatever the hell these damn stones are called. I don't put them by my bedside. I don't have crazy dreams with these wind catchers. But let me tell you something else besides rubbing a lucky rock. Rubbing a lucky rock. Oh my God, I can't even talk. But check this shit out. This is the crazy part. I don't care how much gold they find. It doesn't go to AMC's bottom line. AMC just holds shares, guys. They just hold shares. They don't get any money on this damn company. So it kills me every time. So they hold some shares, whatever they end up being shares. No, you hold some shares.
We don't own a gold gold mine.
No.
HYMC has a gold mine. We're just investors in it.
That's it. That's it. And it's a failed gold mine. It's been bankrupt twice.
You're missing what's going to save AMC, though. You're missing the big picture. They're selling T-shirts.
Oh, guys, let me tell you about clothing lines. Hey, there's been three clothing companies to make over $1 billion in retail sales in the last decade. One is Zulily. Hey, how you doing? That's GameStop. 2 is Old Navy. 3 is Amazon. Okay, nobody's gonna make $1 billion off of clothing. You're not might even make $1 million. The markup on clothing is not what people think, and it costs money to produce this product. But
unless you're buying because of scarcity and it won't be around, sort of like buying a Blockbuster shirt. I'd buy one if I saw one out there.
yeah, I hear you guys' sarcasm all damn night. But let me tell you something else besides this. These great ideas, these spaghetti sales ideas. And you know what I mean by spaghetti sales? It's just they're coming up with any idea, throwing it on the wall, see what sticks. And this is not one. How about we be better at what we do? How about we do better at, I don't know, putting movies on? Like, it's not going to work that way. They try to tell you that they have a deal with Paramount for this damn show that they were showing, the season, the first episode of Yellowstone and Tulsa King.
But that was all theaters.
But can I tell you, not even all theaters, 200 theaters, whatever it may be. But besides that, you have to pay. No one's paying you. You're paying people. It's kind of like putting a song on the radio. You pay the record company. You have to pay a film and exhibition cost. And if you look at it, it's gone up 9% in the last year. It costs more money to put on movies. I hope you factored in 9% increase on your sales ticket, on the price of tickets and the concessions. This is why the business model doesn't work.
They should have to a streaming company. When Netflix came out, they should have shifted their gears to a streaming company. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, they tried. They tried every day, guys.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, they have their little apps. They have their little bullshit. But it's not going to matter. I'm going to watch Top Gun Maverick on December 22nd on Paramount Plus. I'm going to watch it at home. I'm not going to buy it in the movie theater. Just can't do it. You can't get me to go that route because I know the economy that we're growing up in. I know the world I'm in.
Yeah.
I look around. I know exactly where I need to pinch my pennies, where I don't need to spend them, and I don't need to spend them there. So
what to avoid?
Yeah, I used to try to argue the movie business isn't dead, and then I just have to be an idiot. Look at myself. I did go see Top Gun Maverick in the movie theater because I wanted to see it in the big screen.
Yeah, absolutely.
The last movie I went to before that, I think, was 2016, 2015.
Look, there's a movie coming out. Go ahead, Joe.
Carriage ain't dead. Like, you can get it right in New York City. There might be a couple AMC theaters like retro things to go watch a cool movie, but it's done, man. It's sad. It's done.
Yeah, I'm going to watch Cocaine Bear. No, I'm not going to watch that one. I'm not going to watch... I just saw Smile at home. Smile was scary at home. It's still scary there. I don't like scary movies. No, I won't watch that.
Avatar 2.
No. Guys, that's owned by Disney, okay?
I didn't watch Avatar 1.
Thank you. Not at the movie theaters, no. Century Theaters... Nothing, not those. Transformers, the Beast one, the new one that's coming out. It looks pretty cool. And I saw the trailer today, and I'll tell you, that one might get me. There's some other movies. There's 12 blockbusters coming out in the in this year. There's some good ones. I'm not watching Fast and the Furious ever in the movie theaters. Ever. You couldn't pay me to.
What part are they on?
They're on 20. It's Fast and the Furious 25, and I'm done with these guys. It's Scream. We're watching Scream 14 already. That's coming out. I can't get over this shit. It's tough for me, man. It's tough, but I do the best I can. I watch what's happening with the markets, but I know that it's not going to happen. More so than that, I was going to give... I have more people time to speak. I have people pulling up, people that want to speak. You guys can come into the Twitter Spaces call, and I'll talk to you. God, my work is calling me. I'm not answering. I'm working right now. They got to know. All right. Stock Trap House. You're coming in here, Stock Trap House. The floor is yours, Stock Trap House. You can say whatever you want. I don't care how you say it. We respect your opinion. Let it roll. What's going on, baby?
All right. So this is my first time talking on a space, but
awesome. Congratulations. We'll pop your cherry.
Thanks, man. Thanks. Rantz or whatever your name is.
Oh, you got it right. You said man. I don't know where you got the N from at the beginning, but you call me a man. I'm down with that. It's Marantz. Marantz.
So I think you have a bias. It sounds like you have a bias for sure. I own those stocks.
Oh, don't we all?
I haven't lost money. I sold AMC last year at 47 a share. I made about $43,000.
Oh.
I bought back in, started buying back in several months ago. My average share price is around $8 right now. But I mean, you saying you're not going to go to theaters, man. I mean, that's you. You know, I mean, in my opinion,
We'll go to certain, not all.
I go to Cinemark.
Okay, I hear you. But I mean, I don't think that theaters are close to being dead.
Okay. And let me
saying that AMC doesn't have serious revenue problems. Yes, they do. They had $2 billion last year. They've spent over half of it. And I mean, at what they have left, they probably have less than a year of cash on the books right now. So yes, they have issues, but just in my opinion, theaters aren't dead. That's all I wanted to say.
That's awesome. I hear you. That's the first thing I'm going to say. Am I biased? No, I'm not biased, dude. I think you have me all wrong. You got me all wrong. So check this out. So I'm going to show you this line right now. If you're looking on YouTube, which I encourage you to, my guys on YouTube are watching, I'm going to go with $7.95. Okay. You say your cost-based average is $8, below $8 or $8, somewhere in that range. Do you see the line I drew? That means you would have bought your stock starting in May of 2020. Only. You couldn't have bought any time before then because it was sky high compared to the $8 chart. Additionally, you sold.
No.
Go ahead.
Hold up.
Yeah.
I sold my first position, bro.
I know you did.
Yeah, he said he sold it.
No, I know you did. You sold it at 47.
I started buying in January.
Yep.
I started buying at about $6 a share.
$6 a share in January.
My average cost when I sold at 47 was $10. My average now is $8.
That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to show you. So listen to me. You have to be the best trader I've ever met in my life because I'm showing the line as to when you would have bought.
No, bro. Hold up. No, I'm not because my account was up $120,000 when it hit 77 in pre-market and I didn't sell. I rode it all the way back down to 47.
Yeah, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about right now. You're telling me that you have a cost-based average under $8. And I'm showing you the opportune times that you could have bought.
I said
is $8.
I said around $8. My basis is just over $8.
Sure. I'll even give you $9. Okay? I'm just trying to prove a point right now to all these AMC investors that claim they have these price points. And I'm showing you that you would have only bought your shares X amount of time. Because other than that, it's been way past that amount. The problem that I have.
Hold up. Maybe I only bought a certain amount several months ago.
Yeah, I'm going to go with maybe.
The past few weeks.
Yeah, I'm going to go with maybe. My maybe part is this. Do you have any conviction in your investment?
Maybe. Listen, I bought 75 shares. I bought 75 shares months and months ago. I sat on those, lost money, and then I started buying more over the past month. That's how I'm at $8. It's because I've bought
You're doing great.
4 months ago.
You're doing great. Can I tell you something? You're averaging up because I'm going to explain something to you. You're not going to get past. No, I know. It's going to go down to $4.50. You're going to go all the way down. This stock is going to fall. It's being held up on nothing right now. There is no amount of earnings, no amount of social segment. Nothing's moving this stock. The volume.
Holding GameStop up.
Why are we talking? Why does everybody go right to GameStop? Like, what is the bias here?
Why is GameStop worth $100 a share?
You know, I'm going to tell you something. All right, because I let people speak and say the stupidest shit in the world. Let me ask you something. Hey, Stunk, let me ask you something.
Look at their fucking earnings, dude.
You're not listening. You're invested into GameStop, right? You own both, correct? Exactly. You're a fucking idiot. Never mind. Do you even know who I am? Do you even know what I talk about? Do you have any idea? I don't talk about the squeeze. I'm not here for a squeeze. I'm here for fundamentals. Fundamentals. Fundamentally, GameStop is worth more than what you see on the screen right now. I've already proven this part. But you want to keep speaking out of your ass, so I'm going to let you. Right now in front of you, you claim to hold both. Why not be happy for your GameStop investment? Where's the positive investment, news, talk, anything? You're only worried about AMC and how people talk bad about your one investment, but you're not worried about people talking bad about GameStop? Is that it? Because you can do it all yourself. This is why I have a problem with people who say they own both. You can always promote AMC to be this and that, and it's going to go to the moon, but you can't do the same for GameStop, so fuck you, you don't own both. That's the difference here. And if you do own both, then you're really fucking stupid. Let me tell you something, how stupid you are for saying that you own both. Who's dumb enough to buy into AMC right now with what they know? You bought in at $8? Well, guess what? You're fucked. You lost $8 because it's going to go even further. Ape is worth nothing. The movie theaters themselves are in debt over $5.5 billion. Do you know the word billion? It starts with a fucking B. Understand that. And the next time I speak to you, I'm going to start using words that start with B, like bitch. Because that's exactly what you're doing. You're getting bitch slapped into your investment. Don't tell me you hold both, but then all you ever care about is the negative sentiment on AMC. You're a fucking joke. I can't tell you guys enough. I can't tell you enough. You couldn't even think. Let me tell you guys something. Beyond that, you want to talk about GameStop? GameStop has zero long senior notes, period. No debt. They paid it all off, $940 million worth. And they still have $900 million cash on hand. This is how you run a business during economic woes, during a downturn like this. You just sit on a stack of cash, you let it stretch it out. 2024, I'll see you in the S&P 500, and you should be so happy, dumbass. Hey, Stonks, you should be so happy that you own GameStop. Instead of saying, oh yeah, what about GameStop? Oh yeah, what about it? Aren't you invested in it? Then why would you even question it? Why would you question me on it? Go do your own fucking homework. Oh wait, I'll do it for you. There's 940 videos online where I tell you exactly what GameStop is and I tell you exactly what Ape and AMC is. Wear it. Fucking clowns. Who's next?
Why would you buy back in? If you're looking for a squeeze, why would you buy back in? That just happened.
Bro, I'm buying on the bottom of the squeeze, guys. I'm doing the Boss Blunt's idea of investing. It's already dropped 80%. It can't drop much further. Oh, yeah? How about this? People go buy into Ape at $1.50 because Tony De Niro says that's the bottom because he's a bottom. And now they're already down to, what, 90 cents. They just lost 60% of their investment. No big fucking deal. It's all good. It happened. Now let's get over it, Susan or Shannon or Sharon, whatever the fuck my wife's name is.
Hey, Marantz.
Sir.
Real quick, my friend. One, I do, and I know that you said it's okay with your grandmother, but I do express my condolences.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I agree, disagree at the same time with what you're saying about the movies. I do think that, people will go to the movies, but the ticket sales themselves aren't what creates the majority of the revenue. What I see happening is people aren't going to be dropping the $13 on the popcorn.
No.
Okay, so they'll get the movie experience.
I sneak in my kids and my candy.
That's what I'm saying. That's what you're going to start seeing. So if the majority of the revenue comes from concessions, and concessions aren't what's being bought up because of, the economic situation, but you still want the movie experience, buy your ticket. That's not what's going to save AMC.
Nope.
And that's the issue, or one of the issues. So I don't think the movies are dead per se. I just think the revenue stream of the movie theaters can be, there's a case to be made that can be, detrimental to it just because of everything. So that's why I say I agree and disagree at the same time.
Somebody just said this to me. I know I hear you. Somebody just said this to me. I want to respond to this. Somebody said, "Sounds like you're poor as fuck, bro." Hey, Nader. Hey, Nader. I just want to point out something to you, Nader. You're watching me. I'm just letting you know. And when you look around, I look at 10-foot ceilings. Okay, 10-foot ceilings. I'm not Jackson Hunter. I don't have popcorn on my ceilings. That's the first thing. I haven't been interrupted by my landlord. They didn't knock on saying they need the rent. Okay? I live in California. I'll let you figure out how much it costs to have some property in California. But yeah, I'm worried about being broke. You're ridiculous, dude. No, I'm actually doing quite well considering I own GameStop. Holy shit! Which I didn't sell a single share. I'm just so happy.
And by the way, unlike the other guy, I do hold both.
Yeah.
And I'll never trash GameStop.
How could you?
No, there's no reason to.
I'll tear everyone's head off. I can't even believe it. I will talk GameStop fundamentals till the day I'm black and blue and I can't breathe. And then it'll be like, yo, he's still right. Still right.
And you know what? Ryan Cohen, the chairman, bought back. Bought stock.
At higher than these prices.
AMC. Exactly.
These guys are ridiculous. These guys are ridiculous.
So,
hey, all my insiders are buying shares at these prices. Yep. I'm just letting you know.
Yep.
And Larry Chang bought in at 124. Alan Adel bought in at 118. GME, my boy Ryan Cohen bought in from 98 all the way to 108. Why is it worth $100? Because I said so. That's why. Because I believe it's that, and that's what the price is an agreement between two people. And right now, you can get it for $100. Come get it, punk. God,
Bill Parcells once said, right, and this is to use a football analogy, for everyone that says, "Oh, we're better than we are," or whatever. Bill Parcells says, "You know what?
You're as good as your record.
Your standings say you are."
That's right.
3 and 15. You're 3 and 15.
He goes, and that's why AMC is $8. Hey, Nader, AMC is $8 because Adam Aaron took it from you. That's why, you punk. He took it from you. You know what Adam Aaron did, and I already told you guys. I gave you this sick analogy, and I don't want to do it because there's women in here. But he just walked up, he slapped your girl in the ass, and he just kept walking. And there's nothing you can do about it because you're a simp, you're a punk. You guys just be like, "That's my alpha." Yeah, he's your alpha. He ain't mine. Slap the shit out of this kid. I got somebody else in here. Who is? Oh, they were asking. There we go. Well, I have T-Dog. T-Dog, the hand's up. It's yours. Go ahead, T-Dog.
I did not know you were in California. Ditto here, multiple homeowner. So just our homes alone probably have more money than that guy because it's not cheap to live here. I'm a lifelong California guy. So, I got money from that.
Yep.
But hey, a couple things. When people talk about their cost of AMC now, a lot of it's bullshit because you freak to ask them what's his cost of APE. Remember they did we got the whole quote unquote dividend and split up our costs.
Yeah,
right? So
I'm with you.
$8 cost, but he probably has a $6 or $7 cost on APE, right? So, because I'm in that boat. I mean, I have a $6 cost in one, and APE's like $4, and that's stuff I bought back out in 2021 sometime.
I'll be so mad right now, dude. I'm sorry. Oh my god.
It hurts, bro. You like this? 70 people. Watch this. I got this guy. 70 people in your live. Now you're all trying to prove you have money. Hey, Nader, go follow me on TikTok, bro. I do a Yo MTV crib style view of my house. Yeah, I take people around. I let them see what the house is like. Yeah, it's in there. Hey, go watch it. It's for New Year.
I want to see where your room is. That little room.
Oh, you won't see the room. The room's massive, bro. This room's probably my master bedroom. My master bedroom is probably 1,500 square feet. It's bigger than a one-bedroom apartment for sure. It's massive, dude. I'm not even joking with you guys. Hardwood floors and in my master and everything else. I'm in California. What do you guys want? You guys want a quarter acre in California? I'll let you know what it costs. 4 bedrooms, 3 bath, quarter acre. You go figure. And I bought this here. Yeah, I bought this here. So why don't you go figure out how much it costs? Jackass. You're so stupid. This guy. And I'm so tough behind the screen. No, I'm sorry, Nader. I'm tough in front of the screen. I'm tough outside of this house. I leave the driveway, bro.
You're on YouTube?
Yeah, I'm live on YouTube, man.
Show me.
He said, "Oh, my hand." Yeah, they don't understand how big my hands are, Joey. Do you know why he says that, guys? Why he says how big my hands are? Because you can get a standard piece of paper, right? And my hand is the size of the piece of paper. Yes, it's the whole fucking thing. Joey knows. You shake my hand, it's gonna be a problem. But no, I'm just a big guy. I don't know if the camera makes me look small. I don't get it. And I told you, like, what are we? 6 feet, 245. My brother and I, we're pretty big guys. And both military, been in the military, been whooping ass for a long time. And I got kids like this where I just, you know, what's my favorite possession? You want the deed? You want the deed? He says, show me the deed to the house. I'm going to show you something different. You see this bad boy right here? This is for my moderators. Okay. This is an actual frame share of GameStop. And in the bottom in gold, it says, can't stop, won't stop, GameStop. I'll see you around, millionaires. This is my prized possession. And it's a GameStop share. And I have it with me all times because I know what the fuck I have. I know that I have a following. Yes. I have a responsibility to them to show up every day, which I have done for the last year and a half. You think about it. How much time have I put in for 900 videos? And I don't ask you for $1. No join my club, no cups of coffee, nothing, bro.
Not just the videos. You show up here on Spaces at 2, 3 in the morning because I'm always on you.
Yeah.
And we talking. So it's, but I just hear it's hours put into Twitter and hours everywhere, dude.
But how would I not know? How would I not know what the fuck I'm doing? But it's great, man. It's great because I got a whole crew. I got a whole team, and I love them all. My wife is awesome. My wife came in. Baby, they don't need to stay private, babe. This kid wants, yeah, my wife's in the chat. She's awesome. No, I'm not.
I'm afraid of your wife. She keeps you in check.
My wife is 4'11", 100 pounds, and she's a rock. She's a rock, bro. She's a rock. Hey, my wife went like this last night. I was in here because, guys, I was listening to Twitter Spaces call, right? I had all these idiots talking, and I was like, oh, babe, hold on. This shit's getting real. She goes, you want to get real? You better get your ass up. I was like, yes, ma'am. Yeah. No, hey, no, because we had to go to church last night. So it was the most wholesome thing out of my day, out of my month. It made me feel so good that my wife was right. That I went in there and did my best. And it was hard because I have a cough. And in church, it's a very big church. And it's quiet. And I was sneezing. And she's like, get the hell out away from me. I love it. But Miss Hedge Fund, she runs the show, bros. It's no joke. She runs my YouTube career. She does well.
I see you speak about it. I can tell she keeps you in check.
Well, let me tell you something. There's not much to keep in check, Joey. We've been together 15 years, guys. And when you've been with somebody for 15 years, they know everything about you.
You become one.
Yeah, without a doubt. And I tell you this because we're invested into GameStop together. My wife and I, like we're partners. We're everything. And our grandparents, our grandmothers, I should say, passed away this year. The same year.
Sorry,
we grew up on the same block, my wife and I. Our families know each other. My grandmother lived across the street from her grandmother. Like it's like that. So when you think you can come in and break something, like you can't break that. There is nothing you guys can do. This bond is too real. I look at it, the stock could go up or down. Nothing's going to change me. Nothing.
You're right. Nothing. Because I'm sure. You know what I mean? Like the ticker much because.
Like I'm telling you right now, Survivor Edge, whoever this guy Survivor Edge in my chat, he has been killing it today. He literally told this dude, Nader, who wants to apparently see me with my shirt off. He says, I've been in the penitentiary, ho. Like, that's something to brag about. That you've made bad decisions in life and you got locked up. Like, it doesn't make you tough. I'm going to ask you, can I get some of your cornbread? Because I would take it right from you, bro. Like, there's nothing you can do. But I like what Survivor Edge said. He says, Nader, dude, go ahead and, what did he say? Don't forget to sell your Fire Festival tickets, bro. Because it goes well with your AMC shares. But yeah, they're mentally stuck as like a child. A lot of people are like this. Yeah, Deagle, I agree. Yeah, I was in the penitentiary, ho. That means that you haven't. Hey, I'm just gonna Nader. I'm not gonna ask. I was gonna ask him, but I don't want to ask. You haven't.
What are you going for?
No. I've been like, yeah, man. I was stealing Starburst out the local Circle K. I tucked them in my belly. I put them right in my waistline, but they caught me because I didn't have a shirt on. They saw them sticking out the top by my belly button. There.
It wasn't me.
He pulls up. This dude. I can't even don't get me started.
That won't admit it and nothing ever happened in there. You know what I mean? Come on.
Well, what my guy said he was in the penitentiary just means he doesn't have to grunt to take a dump. You know, that's TMI for me, bro. All right. Listen, I'm a firm believer I would survive in prison. And I know I got a cute face and dimples, but I'm a firm believer I would survive. One, I'm a grown man. Two, I will turn into an animal overnight. Like I would be like, all right, this is what I'm gonna be the rest of my life. So guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go ahead and eat these dudes alive. I'd be a killer, bro. Give me a knife. I'm ready. Give me a shake.
If I'm gonna all right, okay.
Either that or you shit yourself and then make sure they don't get too close. That's it. Hey, if you're gonna do me, it's gonna be a chore, buddy. You're gonna have to wash me up. Who wants to clean me?
Who wants to toss my salad? Let's go.
All right, this conversation went sideways. I apologize there, Amy. Amy's probably not even here. This is still an AMC safe space, guys. I'm still giving you guys tips and tricks because half of you AMC guys are going to start committing crimes just to get out of this. No. No, they're going to have to. These guys are looking left and right and saying, God damn, I'm going to steal this. Listen.
Having a different look. My friend used to work with AMC. At the end of the night, right, they throw out bags and bags of fucking popcorn, right? They can take that popcorn, repackage it, and sell it. They can make money that way.
It's going to be that stale. It's going to taste that good. But I have a question for all AMC investors. I want an AMC investor to come up here, the ones that are out here, like Krusty. So Krusty's from Canada. He's talked a lot of shit over the 2 years on Twitter, and he's in the chat right now. Hey, Krusty, I have a question for you, bro. For all the hate that you write about me, my question is this. Why do all AMC investors look like they want to borrow my cell phone charger? I'm asking. I mean, I'm here. They all walk up. Hey, man, is that for an Android or is that for an iPhone? I'm like, dude, get away from me, bro. Shit. I can't handle it, man. I can't handle it. Yeah. No worries, bro. I'll be here all week. You know, last week, Joey, I was sick. I had a migraine. I had a flu. I didn't go live. I didn't make one video last week. I was hurting. Oh, yeah, I was sick. And I wasn't talking to NFT creators, and everybody's asking me, like, Marantz, you still on YouTube? I'm still here, man. As long as AMC is still overpriced, I'm still going to be here to warn the masses. But look, my boy Keith is in the chat right now. Keith, AMC investors are probably the guys stealing Apple iProducts from the stores. Yeah, I saw the video. Listen, guys, I'm a firm believer in this, okay? Now, this is the problem with California. They say if you stop those guys from stealing...
Go to GameStop? So they go to GameStop and buy charger there?
No. So there's a video out there right now that's showing these two dudes in hoodies and masks and backpacks stealing every product out the Apple Store, ripping them out the cords, and the Apple Store's packed. Nobody's stopping them. Guys, you will see me on the 6 o'clock news. I just killed 2 people. I just dismantled 2 people. I swear to God, it'll never happen around me. The only time I have never stopped somebody from doing something crazy was when I was in Korea. I was there, downtown Daegu, and during Korea, we had this curfew that we had to get back on post by midnight, by 1 o'clock or midnight, one of the two. And this is right after 9/11. It was tough. But I'm walking by, and this dude is yelling at his wife, dragging her by the hair. Okay? Little Korean dude. First off, I'll whoop the shit out of this dude. Let's roll. But
he's like 4'2".
No, the dude's, I mean, he wasn't that big, bro. There are some big Koreans, don't get me wrong. But this dude was gonna get his ass whooped, right? They all play soccer. It's all good. So I'm out there and I go, yo, man. I go, hey, and I yell out real loud. He looks at me. He knows I'm a U.S. citizen. He knows I'm a GI. He goes to the trunk of his car, pulls out a baseball bat. My buddy looks at me, and I say, yo, man, I'll take a hit. No, and I'm like, I'll take a hit. I'm good. And I said, but we got to make it back on curfew on time. That's just what happened. I had to go back. I said, hey, man, put that shit away. Stop hitting her. He stopped hitting her, but I don't think he understood what the hell I was saying. He just knew I was heated. That's the only time. Every other time I've gone out there, I just start whooping ass. So I wish some shit would go down like that. But the problem with me is I don't go to Apple stores. So if I'm ever at a GameStop and some dude wants to walk in and start stealing the Pikachu dolls, don't worry, Ryan. Don't worry, Matthew. I got this. Swear to God, it's going to be on 6 o'clock news. I encourage you guys to try me. But let's go break. I mean, I don't know. I'm going to call you Peaches. Nader. You're not going to do anything, bro. You're not this guy. These dudes who hide. I mean, no, Nader's funny. Okay, let me tell you something. It's like that time that Phil for real tried to talk shit to me, and it's Phil. It's spelled F-I-L-L for fail. Phil for real. He made a song about me. A whole parody song, and it's like Marantz Rantz, stick him in ranch, blah blah blah. I don't know. Yeah, good for him, Phil. And then he tries to talk about like how hard he is, right? And then he called me a fake patriot and all this other shit. And I was like, really? This guy's never served this country. His brother did, not him. And he's like, I'm from the real army. I'm from the streets. I'm like, this dude never left his driveway.
He served at Denny's, probably.
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing. Jack in the Box. But the problem with these parody songs and these guys coming at me and all this stuff they're doing, that's never been gangster a day in my life. I'm telling you guys, I've watched West Side Story. Yeah, no. But like, I don't understand how you're hardcore gangbanger. Yeah, I got you. I'm going to go make a video and a rap album about it. Like, that's not hard. That is embarrassing. So,
parody song about you.
I appreciate you, Joey. You actually have skill. This guy has none. Don't be mad, Peaches. I'm not mad, homie. I'm not mad. You know, Nader, why don't you show your picture? Why don't you put your name and your picture up? Like, you're so hard, bro. You're hard. First off, I never want to hear a man is hard. Okay? It's not something I want to hear. But I got you. Nader's a popcorner, so of course he's goofy as F. I appreciate you consistently from your clowns, Nader. Yeah, Nader's here. No Vaseline. Okay, got it. Hashtag. That's a good one. Okay, guys, listen up. I don't have time all night. I do, but I'm going to go hang some Christmas lights. I just want to know who's still here. If you guys want to talk in the chat, come on up and talk. Don't be this trader guy that I pulled up earlier who said some dumb shit. I don't want him here.
Some dumb and ignorant. Really does.
Because he'll get me a little excited, and I don't want to do that. I saw Amy took off, which was fine, because the conversation goes left side. And, these people don't understand GameStop enthusiasts. We're a different crowd. And I'm going to invite this guy to speak right now, this dude who was down in the chat.
I don't have time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that. Nope. So I'm inviting certain people to come talk. Matt K is here. That's Matthew Corey's burner account. All right, Matt, how you doing, bro? You tore up Boss Blunts, man. I appreciate it. Is Terrible the co-host? No, Tara's not the co-host. I don't have enough followers for Tara. Tara is a grifter on the let me tell you something about Tara, bro. It was crazy. Like, it could be a conversation. She reminds me of the Kardashians. Like, out of nowhere, Kim K put her big ol' ass in there and was like, yeah, I don't believe in the death penalty. And I was like, okay, you're credible. No. Tara came out and wanted to talk about the NFT marketplace and cryptocurrency. And she has a point now to include Elon in every tweet she does. So she got traction. But I don't have, yeah, exactly. She's grifting off of Mario. It's gross. I don't have an iPhone, so I can't buy my blue check mark. But chances are, if I had a blue check mark, I'd have more followers. That's what I hear. You have an iPhone, Joey? Is that how you did it?
I'm trying to get rid of mine. First, I don't like one. Then the customer service would say, I don't want mine. Shit.
Yeah. What is it, $8?
It's $4.99. It was $8, but I said, I don't want to pay $8 for this shit. So
yeah.
It's a $4.99 one. Because I use some of this. I like to put my NFTs and shit. That's cool, but no, I don't want that white. I don't want that mark on my fucking body.
Yeah, no, but that's awesome. So, like, I'm trying to figure out how to get one because I don't have an iPhone. I think if I sign in on an iPhone, then I can get it, right?
Yeah, I should. Oh, yeah, I guess you do need an iPhone app.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you log into any fucking iPhone app.
Right.
Do it, and then log out.
Yeah, man.
iPhone store, log into Twitter.
These guys deserve $8 out of my money. They really do.
No, seriously, go to the iPhone store. Log into any of those phones because they're open. Log into your Twitter account. Upgrade to up.
Look, I got some dudes I trust on my shit that I'll have log in for me. As long as they go. I know. I trust you, Joey, so I can give you my information.
You know everything about me. I don't like my name. I don't shit, man.
No. But I'm saying I can put you on there, and then you know what? We'll do this, and maybe then Tara will want to hang out with me because she did DM me say that I'm her favorite. All right.
White check mark in a minute. You'll get the white check mark. That's the.
All right, so Matthew Kors is coming up. I caught him. Matthew Kors caught him with his pants down. MK, the floor is yours. You can say whatever you want. How you doing, Matt? What's good? Hey, Moon Gang, are you there?
Moon Gang.
You have to unmute yourself, bro. I already pulled you up.
It's a red button.
Mute off. You got me?
There you go. What's up, Matt? You sound kind of weird right now. You sound nasally, muffled.
I'm in the car. No, I'm definitely not Matt Kors. No.
Oh, bro, man. You know what? You have to change your name in real life. You got to tell your parents, man. This shit just didn't work out. It didn't work out.
Jeremy Matthew, not Matt. So.
Oh, okay. All right, we'll call you Jeremy. I'm down with that. So what's going on, brother? How you doing?
I'm all right. I'm loving hearing everything. Look, I'm a big fan. no offense or anything when I say this, because I want to speak comfortably, as if we're all.
You can, bro. I don't take it personal.
Oh yeah. So first things first, I ride with you with GameStop 100%. I went to the same high school as Ryan Cohen. I know the guy. I love everything that's happening. I got in a little bit late, well, later than the original little pump last year, but I'm still, I've still made some good money. I've bought and sold here.
The hell?
Position, and so the thing is, I'm not totally. The only thing, like when it comes to AMC, is the only issue I have, and I'm not. Adam Aaron, fuck him too. Don't get me wrong, but I'm still under the impression that there is a predatory, treatment of many stocks, AMC included. So, I hold, I have, I don't know, a few hundred shares, not much. I just haven't touched it. And so I'm just curious as to, if you really think the movie theater industry is dead, that they can't make a comeback and claw back.
Yeah, they can't.
He's fucked it up in a lot of ways, but somehow I still think that movie theaters will always kind of be around. They'll be around. They will.
Yeah.
Aren't they the premium product though?
No.
Or is it too premium?
No. So let me explain. Okay. AMC was like third place on movie theaters in 2014, and so they weren't even the number one product in America before. They bought 2 dead movie theaters, and that took their theaters from 300 to 1,100 actually. And what he found out was he bit off too much. And that because of the goodwill value of the company has decreased over the last 5 years from $4.9 billion all the way to 3.3.
Sure.
And by that happening, that means he has inversely told you that they spent $2 billion to buy these movie theaters and they're only worth $100 million. Like, he's taking it on the chin to say, I made a mistake. Yeah. But who's...
Oh, yeah, he's fucked it up.
Yeah, but who's paying for that mistake, right? Like, every investor, everyone who buys a share today. Yeah. It wouldn't matter what you buy. So, like...
He gave them 8.
But the notion to say I'm holding on to GameStop or I'm holding on to said short stocks, that's not a way to invest. That's not how you invest.
You're 100% right. I'm not a savvy investor like you. Like I'm not a career investor. I've done well in many things.
I'm not a career investor. I've been investing for a career, but I
would still say you're a semi-pro at least. I mean, come on.
I mean, anybody can be. Anybody should be. Right. So, like, I'm going to tell you something. If you loan somebody $10 and your best friend, you're not going to let them. You're not going to loan them money unless you know they have a job to pay you back. And what the hell do you need the money for anyway? So there is no difference in me investing money into a company where I think the same way. I think, okay, I'm going to put in 10 grand. I'm going to put in 20 grand. I'm going to put in 50 grand. And when I put in this money, I want to make sure that guy that I'm putting it with can pay me back. And that's the homework I do whenever I make an investment. I'm telling you right now, in my lifetime, and it's very seldom, and I've done it maybe 3 times in my lifetime, where I take information from someone and they go, yo, man, did you see that stock? It's going to rip today. It's going to rip next month. It's going to rip this year. You should get in it. I don't go buy it. I literally sit there and I go, oh, you know what? I'm going to go read up on it. I'll be right back. And I go and I take the months because I'm going to tell you something. This is the difference between YouTubers and Reddit and Twitter versus how real life works. If I told you today, AMC is a good investment, you should buy it, the movies are coming back, you are going to take the time to go in and read on that industry, period. And I'm talking about every single investment of it. And then you're going to say, you know what? I should invest money.
Nobody's investing in the movie industry based on fundamentals. Let's be honest. I mean,
I just showed you Cinemark. Absolutely.
What a Cinemark? Look at Cinemark. What a Cinemark?
Cinemark went from $8.97 to $15, $14.
Yeah, listen, of all the hundreds of companies out there that we can invest in that we know are top great future forward guidance, positive type of companies, there's no way we're investing in movie theaters as a general from a fundamental standpoint, right? GameStop is the fundamental play. I'm with you on that. 100%.
GameStop fundamentals aren't better than Costco fundamentals.
I'm with you on that. My only thing is I'm invested in GameStop long term. I have a pretty substantial position. AMC, I'm only in it as a gamble in a sense. I mean, to be honest, I ended up selling during the last run up.
Do go take that, Jack. You got a better chance.
Nothing. So for me, I'm pissing nothing. You know what I mean? But
they're getting 50 on black. Is what you're saying.
Some of these fucking companies, man, I just somehow feel like they may just never let anything happen anymore, in a sense. Whereas the last year or so, the government, the market makers, the whole thing, they've gotten wise, and now they really just have their hand on the joystick, and they're doing whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah, so
it's kind of cynical. It's kind of cynical, but I mean, right? No.
well, I tell you, and this is like the best point I could ever make to you. If you brag about being like a strong person in life, like I went to prison, that makes me tough. It's the same equivalent as to bragging about being in the AMC at this point. Like these are not claims to fame that you want to make. And
I'm not bragging at all.
No, and I know you're not, but I'm just speaking to the guys in my chat over here. These morons.
Go for it.
The issue is like somebody's saying right now, like I have to bounce. Kim Dot is spacing. Like those guys don't matter to me. Like YouTubers and AMC guys who go out here and try to push out info. The info they're pushing out and the crowd they're trying to gather is people that think like them and people that don't want to see the opposite side of it. I'm willing to talk with anyone at any time, and I've said this clear as day in every Spaces call I've ever made. If anyone, and I had a guy call me out. And say, I'll challenge you. I will battle you. I will whatever, debate you off the merit of AMC as an investment right now. Call me a shill, call me a clown. I said, okay, let me call you right now.
They're clowns. It's the Dunning-Kruger effect. That's what these YouTubers did.
Yeah.
They give this false sense of understanding of one of the most complex systems on the planet.
Spencer, Froggy Stock Spencer does this religiously. Yeah. He picks up one or two words, keywords, and then he comes out and he mimics it and he tells you, and then you believe that he knows what he's talking about. And I just like, you crazy, bro. Like, you can't tell me you know about mining all of a sudden because you went and read one article because HYMC went and bought it. I'm like, get the shit out of here, bro. I don't have time for it. Because the more I read into it, the more I'm like, this is crazy. And I felt the same way about AMC. I feel the same way about market manipulation. For anyone to tell you that there's short synthetics, billions and billions and billions and billions and billions, it's never going to happen, guys. It's not that way. I invest for fundamentals purely, solely. And
okay, yeah. Listen, I mean, I do too. I have fun when I can if I have extra, and I just find it so disheartening that there's so many fucking people who are just so desperate. They're looking for a savior figure, and these people, they have thousands and hundreds of thousands of followers.
Yeah, but if you're looking for a savior figure, I'm right here. I've been here for a long time.
But that's the point, is people don't want the truth.
Yeah.
And I told you, I still respectfully, I disagree with the idea that AMC can't squeeze, but I'm not saying people should wait. The point is, they shouldn't be fucking investing all their money for waiting for that. That's insane.
Listen, Matt, let me tell you, other than the flaws that you just said right now, that you're saying AMC can squeeze, the other opposite flaw is that your name is Matt K. You know, you're 2 for 2 right now. And you're 0 for 2, I can tell you that. But I'm going to tell you something, all right? AMC will never hit $15.
The second coming of Jesus Christ.
I got a better chance of becoming an 18-year-old virgin again, sweating all over a girl on prom night. That's what I have a better chance of doing.
Listen, dude, the thing is that's the point. Is I learned how to take advantage of it regardless of this. I've just been wheeling it, just like I do a lot of stocks, only because I like volatility. And I do it like twice a month. I set something, I don't even look. But there are all these fucking people. What the hell is going to happen? How do you see this playing out? Where are these guys going to go?
Oh, it's going to be amazing. Have you ever seen a fight? Like, this is like Mike Tyson in his prime, okay?
This is unprecedented.
Have you ever seen... Like, you were like this. You were like, you know what, man? That kid is going to beat the shit out of that old man. Like, that old man shouldn't be in there. And that's what's happening here. You're going to get your ass whooped. All your money's going to be gone. And all you guys are like, nah, I want to get punched first. I want to feel the punch first.
You only lose if you sell, so don't sell. Just hold on. Pulled it.
No.
Until it's realized it's not real.
No, the best one I've heard is Keenan Grace, where he said, I only put in what I'm willing to lose because that's the way you invest. I was like, huh?
What?
That's I only put in what I'm willing to lose because that's how you invest. So I'm willing to ride ape all the way down to the ground. I said, what? Bro.
They're going for followers and they get money and they like. I bet that I didn't invest in fucking any of this shit.
You know how much I turned down?
$30, you know?
Do you know how much I turned down, Joey? On my channel? Bro.
People come to sell shit, right?
Oh my God.
Push shit.
No. And on my
What happened on Reddit, dude?
on my Discord, right? Because my Discord is free. I don't charge anything. On my Discord.
I wonder if it's an age and like an ethics issue because like the point is it might not be illegal, but it's so fucking unethical and immoral.
Well, watch this. No, these guys wake up this way. I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah, but that's fucked up, bro.
I'm 40 years old.
You're only 40?
What the fuck does that mean, bro?
Right, I'm older than you.
What are you guys saying?
You're way younger than me. Fuck, what are you talking about?
Hey, you assholes! You trying to call me old? Let me tell you something. All right, you sons of bitches. I'm done with this shit. 4K camera. Yeah.
Because I'm on the other side of the camera.
Some bullshit, bro. Tell me I'm only 40.
How much?
Hold on. Hold on, bro. I'm putting this shit. I'm putting myself on the big camera. First off.
Do you shave your head that way? Is it falling off? Now I'm asking you a question.
Bro, I'll fuck you up, Joey, right now. I swear to God. All right, anyway. All right, yeah. No. You guys are all brave until I show up. Anyway, yeah. Let me tell you something, but first off, I'm 40. Your boy, fuck, I lost my train of thought. You guys fucking ruined me.
How much is it? You were saying how much is the offer, Marantz?
No. I'm going to tell you something. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So these guys have offered me $1,250 a month in addition to my YouTube money, but just to put one link on my channel. I've had Moo approach me. I've had Weeble. I've had them all, right? Like everybody you can think of. But then one crypto company came out, was like, here, put this up there. 12, and people were there. People saw me. I opened up the email. I show everybody on my Twitter, on my Discord, even on my YouTube. And they offer me money to talk about whatever they want me to talk about. You know, promote our crypto, promote this, promote that. Nothing. Now, I don't take $1. I said, why? Why would I do that? Like, I don't know you. Like, no, it's not only the principle, bro. But think about this. I had a wallet company. Watch this, Joe. I had a wallet company called Freezy Wallet. You guys can go look them up. They're like Freezy something. And they hit me up. And they're like, hey, man, we're going to give you this NFT wallet. It's a decentralized wallet. You can put everything in it, all your crypto, everything. And I'm just saying to myself, okay, so I go look at the website. I hear them out. And I go, because remember, I never say no. I want to hear what they have to say because I want more info.
They're not all frauds. Yeah.
No, they all are frauds. What the hell are you talking about? So I hear the more info and I take the phone call. And I recently...
It gets funnier, right?
Well, it's not that, guys. Like, listen to me, guys. This is crazy, okay? Because it even comes up on GameStop side. I know I had a a gaming company hit me up. And I don't go into detail out of respect. But what they told me and how they're going to release on the marketplace and why they came up to me. And I heard them, dude. But the minute I mentioned something, they got their eyes lit up green. Like, holy fuck, we could be so huge. I mentioned a name of someone that I know, that I talked to, and they were like, oh, he's in charge of a venture capitalist fund. Like, that's an investor. We could go get him. And I was just like saying to myself, like, holy shit, you're just going for money. You're just in it for, you're not in it for the platform. You're not in it for what we're actually stand for.
Numbers, dude.
Yeah. So they're all trying to run a business and I'm trying to build a business. There's a difference. And so I didn't take the money. I don't take the bait, bro. And even though they're associated with GameStop and associated like down that platform and they're hand in hand, I've told my moderators know everything I'm talking about right now in detail because I talk it out with my team before I ever decide I'm going to do something. And I said, you know what, guys, they're offering me this. This is what it is. What should we do? Do they get a port? I don't know. I mean, I give these guys back as much as I can through NFTs and through whatever I can send. But my team,
Sorry, go on.
yeah, but my team, we've established this. No new friends. There's the first thing. 2, fuck you. I don't need you. Like I literally go like this. Fuck all of you. I don't need anybody because I know the truth and I have a crew that's stronger and thick as thieves than the rest of them. If you guys want to get in on this crew, they're there. These guys know who they are. The whole crew's this way, but I trust these guys more than I would trust anyone outside with a dollar sign up where they're like, hey, Marantz, this is what we're going to do. Yeah. Yeah, you can ask a question.
What's the long-term play then? Are you build like I'm not trying to. I'm just curious. You see a bigger picture where I guess those dollar figures are much bigger, or where there's like what's the goal? Obviously, you don't want to go down that.
Yeah. And so if you're talking about like me as a person and the channel, like what I do, yeah. So I invented the space with the idea, with the mindset of pushing out info. Yes, but for free. And here's the way it works. If you're in Twitter, and Joey knows this, and you're in the NFT world, they will push out your NFT project for a premium. You have to pay. And I said, well, wait a minute. Yeah, I go, well, wait a minute. Well, can I just do it for free? Can I just promote people for free? So all I do is copy and paste, and I'll retweet anybody's project for free. And the difference is on my followers, I have not that many, 3,000 something, whatever it is, but those are actual investors and GameStop holders and wallet holders. Like they hold NFTs because we're doing mass adoption. Let me tell you something about this world. Okay. This is where my religious shit kicks in from last night. I could tell somebody at my dinner table, my aunts or uncles, about what's happening with this economy, this world, this investment, and what GameStop is. And I can tell her face to face. And I feel I'm accomplished by doing it peer-to-peer, one-to-one, love thy neighbor. I don't need to go onto Twitter and YouTube and spam it out and make sure it gets 1 million views. Because I don't know what message they're pushing out to people. I know they're suppressing a message, but I would rather do it one by one, brick by brick. And that's why I have the mantra I have and the amount of people that come through every day. Joey knows where I started. Joey was here when I had 100 followers on Twitter. You know, my guys, Kyoto, Ruben, Hot this year, all these dudes, High Rider, these dudes were here when I had 100 followers on YouTube. Like, we're building it a different way, and we're not doing it money-wise. So the way it works, like for YouTube, YouTube has there is no positive for YouTube to push out my channel to the masses. Because one, I don't take super chats, so they don't get 30% of that. They don't like the message I'm pushing for whatever reason. They'll shadow ban me that way. But I'm not here to make YouTube money. They're making me money. It's the complete opposite.
It's called networking. I used to make his string cards.
Yep.
Well, there's a way, man. But I don't think you're here for the follow. I think you're just to spread news of.
It's a message, baby.
What the fuck is going on?
It's the message, man. Because at some point you got to stop paying for this shit, and you got to hope that somebody's a good Samaritan, just want to tell you the truth. Like, just get up there and say what's real. And I've been trying to do this for a long time with AMC Apes. I have an AMC safe space here, and it's the safest space you're ever going to come because I let you say your piece. I let you say how much you hate me or hate something. But the minute you talk out of turn, like, oh, yeah, what about GameStop? It's like, it's not about GameStop. We're not having that conversation. That conversation's been had, and I've been doing it for a long time. But but not only that, like there is, but then there's not because people suppress it. So then you think about this. I'm going to give you an example of somebody because somebody just wrote it in the chat and they're so good. You guys got this dead on the money. A guy like Kaiz Malej, okay? He's a huge supporter of Bed Bath & Beyond and his fairy tales of what things are. And he came out here and he tried to call me a shill. And then he said, Marantz isn't a real person. He's a fake. And this is because Kaiz Malej did math where he Googled my name, and he said, that has to be the guy. He didn't understand that I have an identical twin brother. And my identical twin brother has tattoos, and I don't. So he asked me to take my shirt off and send him a picture. Well, I find that kind of invading. I say to Kaiz, you have the wrong guy. So when you hear my brother talk, and my brother speaks bad about investments or women or whatever he's doing, just know it's not me. There's two different people here. But that kid got played, and his investment got played, and Bed Bath & Beyond is an all-time low, and it's not going to spike up before January. But Kais was trying to make a following to do that. But it's hard. It's hard when people are actually going crazy over their investments because they think that they have to have influence over YouTube, Twitter, or Reddit. You don't need to, man. I could go ghost right now, guys. I could go ghost for the next 3 years, and guess what still stands? Every video I ever made still stands on the merit of the material that's in it. Everything is factual. Everything is real. This is why I say, trust me, bro. You can call it a trust me, bro moment. Like Joey will mess around with you, but the one thing is you can't fact check it. When you fact check it, you're going to find out that I memorized all that shit. My recall is there. And the reason why I'm so adamant and on top of it is because it's my passion. That's the only difference here. So when we're talking about AMC and you're talking about fundamentals and how much the box office is not going to make this Q4, I have passion for it. I went and read the $2.2 billion that they project they will make this quarter. Box office, domestic box office. That does not mean that's how much AMC is going to make. So the AMC number is going to come in at around $1.3, $1.1 billion. Well, guess what? Q3 was not that far off from that number. That just shows you that the best quarter and the worst quarter are all the same. And it's the same thing because the money is not there. Movie theaters do not make money. AMC is not making money. Cinemark, they're trying to stay afloat. They're trying their best. They're doing really well.
Too good too, man. They really are.
Yeah, but everybody's trying their best, and it's just tough, man. It's tough because I'm in a spaces call where people want to invest, and they want to feel good about investing, and you can't in this market, you can't in this economy because of our administration, because of the monopoly companies that we have at the top, who will do whatever it takes, man. Go ahead and remove Twitter from your app store. I mean, how is that even a threat? How does that even come to mind? Like, at what point do you want to negate the First Amendment? I can't let that happen. So I'm going to speak the truth out every time I get a chance. The best channel for real, and I've watched a lot of YouTubers since December 2020. Hard to find legit people like Marantz. Thank you. I really appreciate that, Survivor Edge. You know, I've been around for a while, sure, but I enjoy watching other YouTubers. There's guys out there that I watch and I listen and I'm like, oh man, they're idiots. Oh man, that's good. Like I listen to it all, but I don't ever forgive or give them a pass for what they did in the past. I won't. I can't. Because they took that moo money. They took that Webull money. They took the crypto.com money that I didn't take. I flat out didn't take it, guys. And if I'm ever going to get investigated by the SEC or anyone try to come at me for what I've said or what I've done, I want to make sure that I'm on the up and up. There is no one here. Somebody always tries to challenge me or threaten me with litigation. Every tweet I put out, every message I've ever done, and I get the DMs. Hey, bro, you're going to get sued. I'm going to report you to SEC because you're telling people to sell while you're buying, or you're telling people to buy while you're selling. And it's like, I don't touch the investments.
You don't tell anybody to do anything. Just
no.
Look, these are the facts.
Well, we know that part. That's what I'm doing. But they see it a certain way because you have to see it this way to explain why would anyone donate their free time the way I do. Like, you guys all have hobbies. All you guys have vices. Whether your vice is to sit there and listen to a YouTuber all day and or watch the videos or watch Twitter Spaces calls, that's your vice. That's what you do. And your hobby might be to do the same thing. Watch sports all day, play video games all day. I don't care if it's playing Pogs. I don't know what you do all day. Watch porn all day. But me, I enjoy creating content all day. It is my passion. It is what I do. You know, you have Joey out here. Joey makes NFTs for a living. And what I mean by a living, no, he doesn't get paid for it like that, but that's his hobby. His hobby is art and creation. Do I fault him for it? No, that's what his passion is. So you reward some people for their passions and you don't for some. I have a whole group of people that reward me for my passion, but I choose to come out here with my own free time every day, drill it in. I'm 3.5 hours in on a Twitter Spaces call right now, YouTube videos right now, and I still got to go hang Christmas lights, clean up the house, do everything I can for my family, and then also go to work tomorrow, grind that out for 10 hours, come home, sleep, study, do a video again, and rinse and repeat for what? The rest of my life? You better fucking believe it, because I believe in one thing. I believe in free speech, yes. I believe America's a great company, third. Because second, what's the second most thing that I believe in? GameStop. GameStop's everything I want it to be. All right, GameStop is forever. GameStop is eternal. GameStop is what it was meant to be. If I have no more speakers in the chat, you guys won't have to come up. I'm ready to call it a night because I do have shit to do. But
I was gonna say, I gotta take my daughter cheerleading. I love you.
Sounds amazing, Joey.
I have that new line of NFTs. I'm gonna send you like a bunch to give out.
Is this the prehistoric characters that you were building from a year ago?
They're called Grifters.
They're cool as shit.
Yeah, I know. You had this whole storyline a year and a half ago. You showed me, and I'm happy that it's finally coming to life.
I never let it hold on to shit. I fix it. I'm a very like I want to make sure it's right. You know.
Yeah, well, I don't blame you, man. You know, it's like, okay, I was saying this part. You know, people want you to rush into things. Like, people see things and they say, hey, man, and Joey, you can take off anytime. Don't worry about it. But they'll tell you guys, they'll be like, hey, man, this stock is a company I want to buy. And you'll run and you'll try to go buy it tomorrow. And you'll try to, oh, should I buy it with $100,000? It's like, shut up, dude. Guys, take your time. Do the homework. Do the research. You have plenty of time. You have the rest of your life. Why? Because you missed something? If you missed something, you missed it.
For a reason.
Stop trying to catch it. If you missed the AMC squeeze that was last year, stop trying to make it happen. Stop trying to manipulate it to make it happen. Stop trying to catch something. Hey, I'm happy for everyone that was in Herbalife before it squeezed. And, you know, Bill Ackman lost $1 billion and Carl Icahn made tons of money off of it. I'm happy for every Tesla investor that's been investing since 2011 all the way to now. I'm happy for every GameStop investor that got in before January 28, 2021. I'm happy for every AMC investor that got in before the squeeze of June 1st all the way to the 3rd. I'm happy for everyone that catches something. I congratulate except for STDs, but I congratulate every single person I know when they have a baby. You know what's the first thing I say? I don't say when they say they're pregnant. They go, oh, we're pregnant. I don't go, oh my God, you're having a baby at this age? Oh, you're so young. Oh, you screwed up now. You're having a baby with that dude? You know what's the first thing I say? I say congratulations.
Yeah.
You better believe it. I say congratulations. And you know why I say that? Because there's people on this planet that can't have babies.
That can't.
And this is an act of God. So congratulations, guys. You got into GameStop early. You're still here, and it's still early. And it's an act of God that you're here. Remember that.
Love you, Marantz.
I love you, brother. I'll see you. Don't even worry about it. I'm gonna tell you guys something else, and bye to Joey. Joey's awesome. Listen, there's something I gotta tell you guys. We all got in here whenever we got in, and we're gonna congratulate each other the whole way through. We really are. I'm happy for everybody. But if you're still listening to someone telling you to keep dating that same person, keep dragging it along, you're stagnating yourself. Find your motivation to do something that's credible. It's hard out here. I know. I live in the same world you do, guys. I have the same job that I had 10 years ago that I still have today. I still have the kids running around. I still have the wife here. I still have everything against me. Day to day. Bills, economy, you name it. But I know it could be worse. It could be a lot worse. I could not have my health. I could have all my people around me leave me. This world could come crashing down. I could live in a third world country. All the losses that we've taken along this road, the last 2 years, parents passing, grandparents passing, kids passing. As hard as it is, you get up and you do it again. You get up and you go right back the next day. GameStop has taught me so much. I am numb to price action. I am numb to movement, day-to-day action. I don't pay attention to it because it doesn't matter. I'm not here for one day, just like you shouldn't matter. You shouldn't let it matter that you had one bad day because you're not on this planet for just one day. You're here forever. You're here for as long as you can, and you're going to stretch this shit out, and you're going to live it right, and you're going to do the best you can. Your investments should feel the same way. For everyone out there telling you you're here to make money, this is a free market, this is what you're supposed to do. Okay, let them invest that way. But when you want to come and get grounded on your investment and do some homework and understand what it is and push it out as long as you can, see where it really takes you. Nobody got rich in a day. These rockets take time. This movement takes time, sure. But invest in some, believe in some, take a chance. I like my chances. Everything you get, you got to work hard for it. I agree with that, Almo. I do. Almo, I want you to watch my stream yesterday, man. I hit it. I hope you watch it. I hope you catch up. I hope you have stuff to do tonight. There's a lot of live streams out here you guys can catch up on. There's a lot of Spaces calls that we've been doing. I just want to thank everybody for always supporting me and the crew. We've been here for a long time. And for the guys, I got Adam in the chat right now. Adam's a cool-ass dude. Adam, I see you down there, and I just want to tell you something, man. Adam, you don't come to the channel that often, I don't think, but I've seen you on Twitter, and I'm going to tell you, man, your little tweets about me make my day. I'm just going to tell you that, man. Your tweets about me and what you say, actually, I'll tell you guys, man, the words you guys say mean a lot to me. They carry me through, even like when I was sick last week. But Adam said something that changed my heart, that like really touched me. Adam said, there's only one dude I can watch and I listen to now. And he was like, it's Marantz. And you know what that means to me, man? It means like, you know what? My truth is there. So I appreciate I appreciate everybody, guys. I got to go hang some Christmas lights. I got to live life. I got to do what's right. But GameStop, can't stop, won't stop. GameStop. I'm going to see you around, millionaires, and I mean it. AMC, not so much, and I mean that. Peace. So I had to end the Spaces call. So they're done. And now I got you guys. And I just want to say thank you again for YouTube. Thank you guys for the life-changing moments that you guys have made for me. I really appreciate it. If I got a little heated in these calls today, that's just what it is. You know, it's an AMC safe space. But I'll never let somebody come in here and talk the way they talk about GameStop, saying that they hold both, and then they start acting a certain way. That shit don't fly with me. And if you noticed, he left the conversation right when that happened. So peace out, man. Hey, Survivor Edge, I'm going to give you the trophy today. You were absolutely amazing in the chat on YouTube. DB, shout out. High Rider, Sharon. Of course, my boy, Pepper with Salt. To the day I die. Pep's my man. And that's with everybody here, guys. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. GameStop. Can't stop, won't stop. GameStop. I'm still here, millionaires. I'm still here. Peace. And what do they say? Chicken grease? Nah, get at me, though.
Welcome to Marantz Rantz. No advice on finance. Spin the wheel and take a chance. Get an NFT and a little education. The system got undertow. That knowledge is flotation. You wanna learn? Well, you came to right place. You're pumping AMC, might get slapped in the face. Get your due diligence. Know who the villain is. Don't be a sheep when the shepherd's carnivorous. So come learn, laugh, and maybe you win big. And listen up, y'all. The wheel is not rigged. Everybody get a chance in the live chat. Kyoto spin wheel, you win just like that. Retail fight back and this retail winning. Y'all just wait, man, this is just the beginning. All fellow simians, GME group singing the truth. We just chillin', infinity pool swimming. So welcome to Marantz Rantz. A lot of knowledge but no advice on finance. Don't even need pants, you can tune in naked like Henny the Mayo Man. Internet's most hated. Don't wanna lose your money, then it's time for you to listen. If you're ignorant, invest in AMC or Superposition. The stream about ready, they told us to don't dance. I do what I want. Welcome to Marantz Rantz. 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 Welcome to Marantz Rantz.